texting him apologizing.
You said, ugh. You're a whole fool. Yeah, no, we need to get on it though. So we can get this out.
Have it ready.
Well, but Angel, you didn't want to do more stuff though.
She will kill you.
Her eyes always do that. Like, this is a. Have you seen the TikTok? You might not have seen it because it's not a big trend yet. But it's these couples doing stuff, and they like, okay, so this one, the husband left the seat up, and she's like, put it down, and he was like, you put it down. Like when you go pee, you just put it down. So then the camera freezes on them, and then it flashes to O.J. Simpson, and back to the person. That's what you. Or it flashes to the dude who in You. Remember him? The white dude. Did you ever watch it on Netflix?
No.
He was basically a stalker the whole thing.
Oh.
But it flashes to him and then it goes back to the person. It's like, Ree! And that's what your eyes, when I do that, it's just like,
there you go.
Ree!
That's what he said. He said, Kevin sends me a text. I'm actually in the process of cutting you out of a bunch of content. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
But if we did an Unruly Cousins EP,
It would go fine. Let's do it. Let's not talk about it.
and I'm Josh,
I'm gonna get
A&R it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna get you a one project deal with Empire, to where it can actually get shopped around like a.
No labels. Unless is Amir the person?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, I'll do it with Amir. I'll do it with Amir. I like Amir.
Can we get Janae Aiko to do?
Ah! If we I would definitely do a song like
Oh yeah.
I'll call it Renee Manico type beat. You gonna block me? I'm gonna make it worth your
I
while.
want her on the album.
Oh, okay. Well, let's ask her. If she says no, that's the next step. You have 3 seconds to respond. No, release it.
Release it.
Well, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today.
I'm gonna take some flat tummy tea, get thin.
Hilarious.
That's gonna be a song.
Flat tummy tea. Finna doodle my insides out.
You can probably get these videos paid for.
Did you send it already?
Yes, it says new link, just in case.
As opposed to old link, because we know what that one does.
Flat tummy tea. And when I poop, it's like pee.
Unruly Cousins. I want to make some songs in different genres too. I want to scratch my rock itch,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
my Paramore itch.
Yeah.
I just want like a small little 16-track EP.
Well, here's the thing. We can do 4 songs of 4 different
4-pack.
music, and then we put it all out together as one quote-unquote album.
Boom.
Different art for each style.
And then all those streams will combine together, and we might go gold.
I got 5 on it, Kev.
I got $5.
$5.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's the rap. Oh yeah. Can we do some like soft rock though?
Wait, what? Delta. Oh, it's U.S. Okay, must be in the hotel. Got to do it.
What if you get to Mexico and they're like, all right, man,
Drop them
COVID
draws.
time, COVID
COVID time, COVID
You know
time.
he gonna drop them draws.
Sure would.
He's like, I'm gonna be cheeked out anyway on this beach. You might as well
Don't
just swap
cheeked
my
up.
bill.
That cameo video is the silliest. It's so silly.
Even when you don't.
Take over
Who was
me.
the older lady? Not old. She's not older. She's older.
Oh,
than
that's
Iman.
Christine.
The assistant. Okay.
Oh,
I don't wanna
error
make her older
posting.
Like I'm saying, she's like 80.
I don't know if Patreon is acting up.
Even when
It said error posting, but then it said notify. So we'll see if people start coming in. Always in I get around you. Yes, I know. Niggas were wild, man.
I was doing a whole riff about that in a live about I miss the extraness. People would move their jaw more than what they would have to.
Yes.
And you're just like, oh, who lets you down? God dang. But Candy is like, yes, I do. It's do. Why are we in all of the vowels?
A W.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay, there's Tiffany.
Came in? People coming in?
Just Tiffany.
My
Just
allergies
Tiffany.
are really
And
acting up, and it's
Charmaine,
just not right.
And Nana, what's up, Bunny? Yeah. She's a stage wing. Get it. T-Jones. Moment. Oh, my phone needs to be on fire. That's I want that back. Just to say hello. I don't want no hello. I want it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning. Stage crew, you up in here. Hey, Madison. Good morning to you all. Why am I saying there's still only one person in here, but I see there's clearly 51.
Mine says there's 356.
Okay, hi, y'all.
Unruly cousins.
Yeah, pray for my mama. She in the ER.
What?
What? Mama Dorothy?
Mama Dorothy. She got lightheaded this morning.
Let's.
I had to take her. But she called me, and let me tell you what she said. She said, "Send me the link."
Did she?
She did not. Did you send it?
No, I'm about to. She said, they're gonna take my levels, make sure I'm okay.
I don't get to hang out with your mom as much as I would like.
She tried to say she had never met you. I said, Mama, yes, you had.
She don't remember that party.
She said, well, what? But she was excited when she met Joshy Guns.
That was a good time.
She said, you talk about the Joshua I see all the time. I hear all the time. Oh, here's the thing. I said, that's the Joshua, Mama. I'm going to drop a couple more photos today. Oh, actually, I got to make sure I put up my brand deal today because I can't mess with
You've been brand dealing it up lately.
Listen, I got a new house to pay for. So
Listen,
all the brands.
There's nothing. I was about to unsubscribe from Keep Your Distance email.
Oh my God.
I've been unsubscribing from everything because when I shoot for long, I come back to like 50 emails and I always get like a little bit anxious and most of it is just crap.
Yeah.
So I've been like every day this week, I've been unsubscribing from everything.
My
Joshua, get it together.
I'm gonna try my microphone on this side. So I'm gonna have to talk to you like this, but I think it'll keep me open. Maybe. I don't know. We'll
Opening
see.
camera.
Yeah. We're gonna see, guys.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
I want to do a song with just me, just doing ad libs of not real words.
There it is.
For somebody scope it tapu tip and pale, Boston pale. Thank y'all. Saying you.
HuffPost, Vanity Fair, Kev.
I mean,
Sorry to
just,
bother.
What is going on,
It's
Kevin?
my birthday. All right, enough.
Let me know when your mic's set up, Josh.
I'm ready.
I keep saying I'm gonna order more of these. I'm gonna do it.
Do it now, Angel.
I am. I keep pulling them up. I saw like 5 that I like. I'm so sorry.
No, it reminded me of Kimberly Elise in that movie. as a child, I was like, I don't like this. I don't know what it is. And then I saw it again, John Q, and I was like, nah, I know what it is.
Yeah, there's people's voices that definitely. It's a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of white women's voices get
Wahite.
under my skin. Wahite. And it's not their fault, I don't think, but it's still like it's like when it's in their nose, and they lay into it.
They do.
There's a girl on the Bachelor. She talked with her teeth. She's like, she had
Stop
sex
it.
with men
Stop it.
for money.
Stop.
Oh, Rebecca said that.
For money.
Which one was it? Was it Victoria or Vickery?
No,
No.
it wasn't Victoria. I can't remember her name.
Did she get sent home for?
Of course.
For she like tried to start something.
Yeah,
That was with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
She said she had sex with men
And then when Matt
for
was back,
money.
she was like,
She's like, I shouldn't have said it. I was like, who says an M sound with teeth?
like that girl from Power.
Who?
The girl, I don't really watch Power like that, but the detective.
Oh, I can't.
Angela?
Oh, yes. Oh, no. You're talking about the one, the Latina detective.
Yes.
She had the raspy voice. She's like, St. Patrick. We're gonna find out.
Don't move, mouth, don't move.
St. Patrick. We're gonna find out you didn't. I was like, girl, now come on.
That's why I couldn't get into the show, to be honest.
Does her mouth not moving?
Correct.
She's like, I can't do it. I thought you were talking about Tommy's girlfriend. I couldn't stand her nose. Her nose. Jesus. I couldn't stand her voice because it was barely making it out of her nose.
I just want people to.
Tommy.
Or just at least open your mouth.
Yeah. St. Patrick. Oh, they saying happy. Oh,
Say
yeah.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kim.
My mom called me this morning and was like,
To you.
I was in labor right now today.
Yeah, she was started waiting for your big head to come up out of her.
Call her in. Let's drop her in on the Zoom, Kim.
Yeah.
No, please.
To you.
She might be the only person who'd be more attention starved than me.
Oh, then put her on.
Oh,
I'm
man.
calling her
I
now.
heard my mother.
She's gonna
I
always be like, put me on again. Come on, I got a high five.
I'm screaming.
Marcus, Kevin.
No.
Have you met? You haven't really met.
I ain't met Mama D. You don't ever bring her around.
Because Mama D would be like,
Let me get fully
hey,
vaxxed
hello,
up.
here's the fan.
She's the best.
Hello,
she told me
here's
all
the
about
thing.
her issues at work, too.
Yes.
When did you get to hang out with her?
At her
When he did
photo
my photo
shoot.
shoot.
You know
She brought
what?
donuts.
I don't know why I wasn't invited to the photo
That was a
shoot.
little
My
disappointing.
mother.
was. It's okay, we're more friends than her and Kevin.
Like, when you bring, keep your distance back.
Oh, Auntie
I
Joy.
got 10.
She gonna call back.
She's like, oh, there go Becca.
She gonna call
On
back.
that FaceTime.
She gonna call back and then be like,
All right, y'all ready?
Let me send my mother this one.
Why you look so dark?
It's a different camera.
They don't like you.
I could bump everything up.
At least right there.
Definitely got a little bit of a tan there.
Like a shadow.
Mom, I love you. Be safe. Okay. You can do it, Kevin. That almost sound like you.
Che calam deleton
That's how you know
calamari.
you're old. When the first thing you think to do when you hear a beat is clap.
Clap,
Yeah.
clap, clap.
Oh no, my mother does have a tight 10. My mother did stand up comedy while she lived out here.
She did?
Yes, she did stand up comedy while she was out here.
It's hilarious.
It was great. I was like, you should take this class, Mama, and do some stand up. She was like, you think so? I said, I think you'll love it. And she had a good time.
Was it David Arnold's class?
No, it's the class for all women. I audited his class years ago, like 12 years ago, and I thought it was a good class, but I was just like, I'm not driving all the way down here to take this class.
That reminds me, Melissa's a big factor on whether she'll buy something in person is how long the line is.
Oh, I can believe that.
There's almost nothing that she wants bad enough to wait in a long line.
Even when she don't have anything to do after?
There's nothing to do. If there's
funny.
like 8 people in line, the thing could be free, but you just have to go through the line to do it. She'd be like,
When I hit 35, that is when I said, oh, lines I don't do.
That's why online shopping be lighting me up. Okay, ain't no line.
Ain't no line right there. Pop!
Man.
But sometimes my impatience will have me be like, well, we got to go to the store and pick this up because I can't wait no more.
That's all. If I know I can get it that day,
Yeah.
and it could be in my hand,
I want to have it.
me too.
There's something about.
Something about I give you money. You give
You
it.
give me-
You hand it to me.
I would like
I
it.
have now. I do have it.
It is nice, isn't it?
Oh, this is going to be a fun 2 shows today. I can feel it.
I
Yeah.
forgot we had
This is
2.
your last day.
Coming in hot.
This is your last day at 37.
Wow, Kev.
Let's do this. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
In
In
5,
5,
4,
4,
3.
3.
What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's.
That chick
chick.
Angel.
Welcome to another podcast
Another
episode,
banger.
bonus episode for the
Banger.
Patreon and the app holders. Only
Banger.
smash that like button, smash the notification.
Pow.
Oh
Smash
yeah!
that like button, smash it in.
Final keep your distance tonight. I asked for 2 things if you want to support my birthday.
Como dos.
Please.
Either come to keep your distance tonight,
Yes.
get the app if you don't have it, gift the app if you do have it.
Gift for the year.
For the year, or for the month?
No, but preferably for the year.
For the year, for the month.
The
Whatever
year
you
would be
feel
nice.
right about.
Preferably for the y'all.
Or straight cash.
What?
Cash app.
Okay, let me find my.
And the only reason why is because we want to put a lighting grid in the studio. Okay.
Daisy.
And
Be-
lighting grids?
Various companies have called about renting out the studio. We want to put a lighting grid up top. Matter of fact, before even the lighting grid, we want to soundproof the big studio. Small studio soundproof. I don't know if you've been in there.
I'd be screaming in there. They can't hear me.
Small proof.
I'm like this.
And they don't hear
It's
nothing.
like, what?
Small studio is soundproof. Single me out, Josh,
Single.
and send this to me
Zoom in.
separately. So I'm gonna post this on my birthday.
Zoom in.
Today is my 38th birthday.
Como
Okay?
38.
If you would like to support me on my birthday, I give you 3 options. Get the Kev on Stage Studios app if you don't have it. If you do have it, gift it to somebody else for the year or for the month. Very simple way to gift it. Put their email in as a gift. Or just send them the bread and make sure they buy it. Or 3, send me straight cash. Hashtag or money sign Kev on cash. The reason why the soundstage is nearly rentable to other production companies. All we got to do is soundproof it. All I'm asking you, cash at me, and it's gonna go directly to the studio. We're gonna put these sound panels on the wall. We're gonna put sound panels on the top. And Greg gonna install the little things on the side.
Little combat spikes.
Little combat spikes, sound panels. Once we get that soundproof, we'll be good to go. So if you feel like I've made you laugh, I want to gift you something, Kev on Cash, down to the Cash App, whatever you give, $1, $7, $22. It's all gonna go to that sound stage, soundproof in the big studio. Small studio soundproof, green screen done, ready to go. Big studio, it ain't soundproof yet. If you don't have nothing, no dollar to give, you still want to support, share a video. Tell a friend, hey man,
Share
check out
this
Kev-
video.
Matter of fact, screenshot the Kev on Stage Studios app, send that to them. They'd be like, what is this? You'd be like, what is this? The best thing you are missing.
You are missing.
So that's how I want to celebrate my birthday. If you want to give me gifts, like Dr. Umar says, donations. Kev on Cash, it's all put something on the sound stage.
Yeah.
Help us build a community center for the youth.
Has
By
Pastor
you.
taught you nothing? You need to ask for $38 for your 38th birthday.
$38 sow a seed, profits reward.
Yes.
We asking for $38 to celebrate the man of God,
less than
38
4.
years of service
Amen.
to the ministry, to the black community of creators. It ain't for the profit.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it back into the church.
Put it back into the
Church
body.
needs a new roof.
Yes.
We're gonna sow $38. And I'm believing God. Come on
Amen.
and touch
Come
and
on,
agree.
Come on.
Go wide.
Come
You
on,
see
Ava.
me? Come on, touch and agree with baby. I'm praying that the force be within you.
Hey.
Amen. You touch and agree with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm praying that the force rocks within you. Hey, Josh, go out to the
I
wide.
wasn't sure because you said single.
Go out to the wide.
back
Yeah.
We touching and agreeing with
touching.
baby Yoda. Amen. Grogu is thy name. When you were a child, you spoke as a child. But now that you're 50 years old, Grogu.
50.
You got to control the force and be a man child.
Yes.
Ava,
Come
we
on,
touch and
Ava.
agree with you. Ava didn't pick up a camera till she was 33.
Till she was 33.
And look
year
what
of
she's
Jesus.
done. Yet I'm out.
Yeah, Ava, you too can give.
Ava?
To the Cash App. She can put the grid up there.
Ava, you can do it on your own.
She can do it on her own.
You can do it on your own, Ava.
Ain't nothing but a little write-off.
Ain't nothing but a little
little
write-off.
write-off,
Come on, Array Productions.
Okay,
That's
we will
a-
name the
we will
line
name it.
after you.
Ava, you follow me down to the Twitters now.
Hey, now.
So that's my birthday gift. I don't like to ask for stuff, but let me tell you what, this soundstage, it ain't cheap.
It is not.
Not when you do it right, because you can't rent it out if it ain't done right.
I
Come
heard
on.
that rent's due every month too.
They done really asked for it.
They said, could you give that? You like, already?
And
Every
when's- and
time
when's
I just gave it to
When's
you.
the first?
It's already
Today,
it's gone.
my rent due today.
Today.
For the soundstage. Happy birthday. Yeah, go ahead and write that check out.
Right.
Happy birthday, man. Give it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Enough of that. Angel and I,
Who? What? Yeah.
and Tahir,
And Tahir.
were featured in a Vanity Fair article.
I am going to do a photo shoot just for that.
Let's do it. Let's set it up.
Oh, somebody just sold $38 of the profit reward.
Listen, that's how you do it. Now you got to
That's
give
good,
them a
Angel. That's
specific
good
number
attrition.
for intention.
It's all going to the building. Okay. Dr. Kale Greens, a longtime stage crew member, before we even was a stage crew, she sent me this. It was a Vanity Fair article. It was about Terrell Grice, who
Right.
I believe is one of the pioneers of our space, produces high quality content. And I'm super happy for him and proud of him because he started off with the Terrell Show, Blue Wall thing. Now he's expanded to music and he's
Yeah.
got Tea and Cocoa cooking show. Like, he is the future. But in that same article,
in that same article.
in the Vanity Fair, Angel, down to the Vanity Fair.
Down to the
Let me read y'all the paragraph here.
Tari side.
This kind of digital expansion would have seemed impossible a decade ago, excuse me. But the internet has proven to be a dynamic platform for creators of color to build, grow organically, and usher in work missing from Hollywood's archaic roster. HBO multi-hyphenate Issa Rae,
Come on.
late night host Lily Singh, comedian Aquafina can all trace their roots to YouTube. And now creators like Tahir Moore
Come on.
and Kev on Stage,
Come on.
who's seen still in co-star
Hello.
Angel Lakita Moore, aka That Chick Angel,
Get it all the
who
names,
did
girl.
3 seasons of each ER
No, she didn't say that.
Nurse Dawn.
She did not say that. You threw it in on purpose.
Okay, That Chick Angel seems poised to have her own Tiffany Haddish-esque breakout moment.
Is that what you said?
They're all seemingly shouting, "I got next." Grice is just one part of a larger squad that's disrupting entertainment in ways that are enchanting and wholly unexpected.
Woo!
What you say, Angel?
What'd I say?
How you feel about it?
I was so shocked. Somebody DM'd it to me earlier in the day. Actually, I saw it while we were, I think, sitting here doing,
And you didn't share it with nobody?
because I was confused on what was happening. I was like, what is she saying? I am confused. And I said, oh no, this is real. This is actually Vanity Fair. And we zip in there. And I was like, it's dope that in an avenue that I would not have thought would have been paying us no attention.
Yep.
That our names would be, recognized in the work that you've done, the work that Tahir has been doing, the work that I've been doing, the work that everybody, because it's not them mentioning us, it's not just them mentioning us. It's basically them saying that the people doing work in the online space, in comedy and entertainment, we are being seen, and our name should be put in places where maybe our average viewer might not be looking. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You mean the Vanity Fair's average viewer?
Yeah, like
okay, yeah.
Their viewer and our viewer might not be crossed over that well, but still, we've done enough work that their viewers should know about us.
I agree. I think the thing about this article that was the most for me, and you touched on it, I was not even aware that Vanity. I honestly, the Bible says,
Come on,
now unto him who is able to give you exceeding abundantly above all you could ask or think. I would never expect to be featured in a Vanity Fair article.
neither. Well, no, later on in life I did, but not right now.
I never thought about it.
Not would you had on you wear custom made suits now?
I do.
With your name.
I
So
do.
Vanity Fair is definitely in your lane, Mr. Fredericks. Now Kev on Stage, I can understand. Kev on Stage, but Kevin Fredericks is definitely Vanity Fair-esque.
It's I was just enjoying my good old Instagram scroll, and she sent that. I said, "That Angel to hear more Amy Kevin."
That's. I mean, it is. It definitely. I found the journalist on Twitter and thanked her over there. Then I thanked.
Did
her.
you?
Yes, I looked her up.
Who was it? I want to do that.
Her name is on Twitter is FUNG. Oh, listen, I'm so sorry. I thought they just said my mother had a stroke. I was about to be like, I cannot spell no more, but she did not. They ruled it out. So sorry, guys.
Oh my
That's
God.
a very big difference, Angel.
This is why you don't pick up your phone during the show, because people text things and don't do it right. I'm not. I'm just saying. Jesus. Her name is.
God.
I know. Didn't that just stop you? It's like F Fun Gung Sai. Hold on. Yes. F. Yeah, I said it right. FUNGAISJ.
FUNGAI.
SJ. That's her.
SJ.
And she responded and she said, "No, thank you."
Oh, it was a black woman.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Of course. She said, "No, thank you, Angel, for being the queen of everything, including transitions, clapback, and coming after Kev on stage's hairline." She said, "Big fan of both of you, including Joshy."
Oh!
Did she say that down to the Joshy?
Yes, that's what she said. That's what she said.
God bless her.
It's always a black person that's going to look out for a black person.
Yes. Oh, you thought a white person had wrote those wonderful words about us?
I know a white person would not be on us like that.
Well, no, there are a couple that
Nah,
be loving
Angel.
us. No, there are
Big Irish J, Dustin.
Big Irish J, Eskin, Dustin. Dustin is very white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he ain't invited down for Vanity Fairs.
Of course, he's not. But
Okay,
somebody.
y'all gotta stop sending me this money. It always make me feel away.
But you just asked for it,
I
Kevin.
know, but then they really did it.
Well, Kevin, yes, people support you.
Grogu, help me. Help me just accept the gifts that people give me, Grogu. Why is it so hard?
You say that. This is
Why?
where you're confusing.
That's hard too, man.
Kevin Sage, you say that words of affirmation are your love language, but then when people affirm you, you be like, okay. So if gifts aren't your love language, then when people give you gifts, it shouldn't be so odd. Feeling.
These are gifts of affirmation.
Your money is affirming that what I am doing makes sense and is worthy of. Mm-hmm. Well, it is though, Kevin. I like you. You low key are hella dope. I mean, I know you know that, but I know you know that, but still, like, what you're doing is it's the one some. Can I tell them what you had suggested, or I got to keep that to myself?
You might as well share it. Now you gonna ruin it, but I'm gonna tell them anyway. Single her out, Josh.
Wait a minute, do you know what I'm saying? What you said?
I know what you're about to say.
Okay, I'm making sure because I never know. This
Kevin's in the butt stuff. Not bad, not bad. I thought you were gonna tell the other thing.
You promised.
That was a love hour thing. I don't have my legs up. I turn around. Like a man. I smoke a cigar while it's happening.
made me cough at this mic.
Not the anklet.
So, you know, Kev has a couple of dates where he will not be in Los Angeles where when we would film the show. So he said, me and Melissa talked about it, Angel. And we ain't gonna do this and try to make sure we have episodes for when I'm out of town. I'm just gonna have you find a guest host for you to. You just find a guest host for you to do episodes with when I'm out of town.
No, that's not the whole thing.
What'd you say?
And then I said, when you and Marcus are out of town, I'll find a guest host, and then we won't have to kill ourselves. The reason why, before Angel goes into it, the last 10 days, if you have a podcast business, it is very difficult to take a vacation because you got these ads and stuff. So the last 10 days, I have not had no day off because we had Keep Your Distance 3 weeks in a row, photo shoot last week, and all this and that there. Okay, go ahead now, Angel.
I said, hell no.
Hell to the no.
I was like, no,
To
you
the
will
no,
just suffer
no.
through and we'll fill these things. First of all, Kev's trying to replace me. That's the one thing. And
I
then
don't want your
second of all-
sister to
and
be
then
up
shut
mad
up.
about
And
it.
then shut up.
Don't put that out.
And then shut up. And then I said, I'm not trying to have the stage crew over here pissed off at me because I done brought in somebody that's not up to the caliber of your caliber. And then I got to police them to make sure, listen, this is the brand. Okay, you stay in this parameter of the brand. Okay, Kev wouldn't say this, so you can't say it. Actually, you shut up. That's what it would be.
And get out that seat.
Right. You lost. He lost his mind.
So what I'm saying, so would y'all rather have no episode?
No, they're gonna have episodes. You're just gonna have to work harder, and that is fine. It's stupid. That pissed me off.
Brilliant Idiots does this all the
don't
time.
care about
They're
them.
not us. We're not them.
You got me. Let me tell you something.
Somebody said, shut your black mouth.
Just shut your black mouth. You have got to be kidding me. Listen, the fact of the matter is that we can get episodes in the can. This month, I would say, possibly wasn't.
This is the worst.
Yeah, it wasn't the best time for us to try to do it.
Angel,
but
they got a whole new house.
right, I'm like,
It was
I'm
a lot.
moving. He was like, we're gonna do double on Friday. I am moving on
And it
that
was your
day.
birthday week. There's a show tonight.
Melissa scheduled the most amazing photo shoot ever,
Right, there's
but
just,
had to be done on a Sunday because we had African Pride on Saturday.
yeah. So it was, but us getting evergreen episodes in the chamber will not be that difficult.
Somebody
And-
said, "Don't nobody care about Charlamagne and Andrew's dusty sound."
Exactly. No, Janelle, Lovey ain't sitting in my seat. I don't care. I do not care. The only person that get in this seat that can birth a child is Melissa. Anybody else, or maybe Ruthie. That you can bring in your mama. That's what you can do, or your wife. Those are the two that work for me. Other than that, I will show back up, sunburnt from whatever place. Excuse me, person. The guest is still sitting. Excuse me, that's my seat. If you wouldn't mind, excuse me. Thank you so much. It's
She
appreciated.
said, I'll accept Josh as a guest host. What
Okay.
about Josh?
Okay.
If Josh sat there, would you be okay?
Yes. Well, Josh is here. The Josh is here. He is. a
Okay,
part
so
of
if I'm out and Josh sits here, can Josh sit in the desk?
it. Yes.
It'd be weird for you to do it with Josh and he still stays right.
Right, because you remember when we had Denzel, Denzel didn't get no camera. We were like, you sit there and you shut up and click them buttons. Thank you for being here, but we
Here's
don't
the
need
thing
it.
with that.
Okay, so everybody's in agreement. Josh.
We are going to have enough in the chamber,
But
and if push comes to shove, we will put that weight on Josh's shoulders. But the shove ain't came to that push.
okay.
Shoving, you heard her. You heard her right too.
I was about to say Jonathan McReynolds. Somebody just suggested that.
No.
There we go.
Not
There
my
we go.
arch nemesis.
Your arch.
By the way, speaking of Jonathan McReynolds, let me tell you why we can't have my mom on the podcast. My mom, the same conversations where she was telling me that at this time, 38 years ago, she was going to labor. She was like, by the way, could you call Jonathan McReynolds and ask him to come on our church's Zoom and,
Oh
And-
yeah, please ask me to do that.
and sing cycles? I said, no. She said, go, you know what? Go ahead. Just call him and ask him. All I can do is say, no, he's not going to say anything. Because I'm not calling Jonathan McReynolds and asking him to sing cycles on your church's Zoom.
Why not, Kev?
No.
Use your powers
That
for
is
good.
hilarious.
My mom was like, see, the first lady said you probably was going to say no. I said, ain't no harm in asking Jonathan McReynolds. He seemed like a nice man. No.
Ah, that is hilarious. Please.
So the same day that the Vanity Fair article dropped, I'll put this in the chat so y'all can see it. A Huffington Post article dropped, and put this in the chat. The funny thing about it is what I'm wearing. I didn't really, unfortunately, this is going to sound terrible. I be doing a lot of things. Somehow it didn't cross my mind that this was the Huffington Post. They were like, oh yeah, we're going to schedule a photo shoot for you with this person. And then separately, also, I was doing an interview. For whatever reason, it didn't cross my mind that those two things were connected. They were like, oh yeah, this Asian woman's going to take pictures of you. I was like, okay. And you're going to talk to this artist about this.
Tracy's a fire photographer too, though. But
She's amazing. It wasn't until this article came out that I realized that the pictures were connected with this article. And now I'm
I'm
looking,
gonna bring him up in the stream.
bring them up in the stream. I was looking so serious in this doggone stupid suit from Macy's. I had to keep your distance, and I was like, oh, I wanted to wear something silly to keep your distance. This lady will take a photography of me. She'll send me the pictures. I'll post some very serious pictures of me being silly. And then I'll also post this Huffington Post article whenever it comes out. did not think those two things were happening on the same day. And they were. So now I look so sentimental in this doggone Easter. Easter.
You look like an Easter egg, like a very well decorated Easter egg. Truly.
Oh!
I think it's perfect in your K&G suit. I think it's great. And I'm glad that such a major article, you didn't get to be finesse yourself into the businessman Kev, that you end up looking just like a JCPenney ad.
I didn't know the guy who made my custom suit at the time. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, I don't have no real clothes for this. I'm just going to be silly. Mm-hmm. Big regret. If I had it to do over again,
Oh my God.
I definitely, and that's why, see, I be so busy sometimes, I don't be putting two and two together. I just, man, at that time, I was doing so many interviews. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh man, this Huffington Post, well, man, this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
And she also didn't say, hey, I'm Tracy, I work for the Huffington Post. She's like, hey, I'm the photographer, because they hire them out, right, Joshy?
Yeah, she's probably contracted. She might have had her own agent be like, hey, you have a photo shoot this day. Take the photo, send it.
She don't even know.
She might not.
So she probably was like, this is doggone stupid suit, man. I don't know why they're featuring it.
I mean, praise God for it.
I got the white shoes, Angel.
White shoes, black socks. I loved every piece
Billy
of it.
White shoes down to the HuffPo.
I loved every single piece of it. You understand me? Like, this is what is necessary. You understand? In your rise to the level that you're going, we need photos like this. We need articles like this. It can't be the smooth, sailing, casual, just in a t-shirt, just vibing out, writing jokes, creating content, building an empire. No, we need
here
it.
like this, though.
That was the most fake deep photo you've ever taken in your life.
Oh, Josh was
and
eating
it's
it
on
up.
film. I need it framed.
Look at it. I'm here with it, Angel.
You are on your 1990s gospel album cover. Jesus, I see you. That's what.
That'd be a great album. Jesus, I see you.
I see you.
I'm squinting, but I see you, Lord.
I see you.
Oh,
The
Josh,
squinting-
not this one.
The
Hold on,
squinting
roll
is
the
the
look
eyes
off.
of discernment. It's that. That's that. What that is.
The beard is flourishing, but that's not the
Oh,
only
my
good thing.
thing
Even in a black and white, this picture looks stupid.
No, my thing is buffering. I can't see it up here.
Even in black and white, I look a doggone fool.
I'm going to bring the photo I took to you.
Oh yes, Kevin. With the clouds in the background.
But if I had an amazing suit, this would look so dope.
No, that's why.
Now I look like I got a fight at Sherman Williams.
Yo, I think she added that cloud.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh,
She did that.
man.
Yes, Godson.
Show him the Billy White shoes, Josh.
I don't know if I got the shoes in it.
Oh,
It's in
my
there.
God.
It's in the article?
Yeah, Josh,
the
you
shoes
gone?
is
Stop
in
it.
there.
The white
Yes.
shoes were white.
White shoes, black socks.
And I bought that from the dumb store part of the mall where they're like, why is all the shirts sliding? I bought these for a joke for
Yeah.
when I was doing that I'll leave the door open video. I was like, I need some white patent leather shoes.
This photo.
Yeah.
I got fried up. I keep your distance and took the suit off, which I figured would happen late in the show. But Kente Scott lit me up. I was like, Kente?
Right, sir.
I know Melissa mad.
Oh, seeing you in
Cause
there.
my publicist sent it and I was just like, oh no. Oh no.
She's like, that's what your stupid butt get. Oh, everything's not always a joke. I am here for it.
Everything ain't a joke. Now you in the Huffington Post forever with the stupid suit on.
Well, at least you didn't have in one of your units. That would have been. Look at you. See, this is the
I
problem.
thought about it.
This is the problem. You see how all of a sudden that sounded like a good idea real quick.
So wait, if you look
There
me
it
up
is.
in news,
There it is. What you looking off?
oh,
Look at that thigh meat
Nigga,
all
I
tight in
was
the
just about to
suit.
say that thigh meat is dying.
Thighs were hungry for
That
those
thigh
pants.
was out here thicker than a snicker in a blizzard. You hear me?
That's not meat 'em.
That boy chunky soup.
Okay, that's definitely a song on our EP. Thigh meat thigh.
Thigh me dying. Thigh me dying. Thigh me dying.
Clack, clack, clack. Rubber. This looks like Josh's picture looks like you're superimposed on the background,
I do.
like you weren't there. That
It
you
does
did.
look fake.
I love it. Fake deep. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Kevin, this is
Okay, it's back.
what life is made
Okay.
for.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, what are you gonna do?
This is great. I mean, this is what you hope for. This is like, you know what this is? This is like yearbook all over again. When you realize the picture that you took on picture day ain't gonna be hitting in the yearbook, and this is your yearbook.
That's funny. Did you get superlatives in your yearbook?
Yes.
What'd you get?
I don't know if I was most likely to succeed or like most talented. One of those heavy hitters.
I got funny.
No, I definitely didn't get that one.
I got funny. So I was talking to somebody today. He was like, "Were you always this funny?" And I was like, "Yes."
I wasn't a class clown.
Yes.
So that, like, because I'm an extreme rule follower. So there was no way I was going to be disrupting the class with a joke. But
There were ways that I was.
I'm sure.
My favorite teacher docked me a whole letter grade because my senior year, I could have graduated early. Just because of the way the credit system worked in El Paso versus here, you took like 8 credits a semester. In Washington, it was like 6. Mm-hmm. So I could have graduated a semester early, but I would have been bored. Mm-hmm. So the last year, I took all fun stuff except for pre-cal. He wouldn't let me drop. So anyway, during my last semester, my last year, I used to just walk around.
Oh, I would
I
have
had
definitely
so
been doing
much
that. Yeah.
freedom, and all the teachers loved me. So I went into Mr. Tagg's class, my economics teacher, and I waltzed up in there. Somebody was laughing. I smacked their book off. Everybody started cracking up. He said, "You just went from a B to a C."
Ooh.
He was like, "Unless you do extra credit." And I was just like, "I already got accepted to UW."
I already got accepted.
Really
It don't
just-
matter.
University of Washington.
I really didn't care, man.
Yeah, I was involved in a lot of stuff. I started a lot of stuff. I was vice president and president of a bunch of things, but my friends, only my close friends knew how funny I was. I wasn't like, I need for people to know that I'm funny.
Oh, man, I was in there. I was on this. Our school picked like 26 of the classes best, and me and Melissa both made it.
What was she?
What was she made it in?
Oh, I thought when you said
We just
they-
got a picture on the like yearbook. It was like,
that is
people were
terrible that
smart.
they did that.
what?
The 28 best, so that everybody else could be like,
Yes.
I'm mediocre.
Good in sports, athletics, and academics. And she had she was in honors, and she was like a great track athlete, and then I was like a great student, and I was JV basketball. It was great.
I was not athletic, but I was on the track team. Yes, it was.
What'd you run?
Who said I ran?
Did you throw?
Yes.
You look like a thrower.
Yeah, but I was actually very small for a thrower because them girls be like 5'11",
That be Samoan girls.
and they be big. I'm 5'5".
You
That's
are.
it. And I was not big in high school. I was big, but I wasn't big. So I go to these
The way you
saying
saw
like
that,
that?
I was
Josh,
deep.
take the picture down.
What
no.
picture?
I thought this thing was buffering and been up here the whole time.
He's just up here. He's looking at you like,
I'm
Kevin.
like,
I
why
see
is this still up
you.
here?
Looking
All right,
over
my
at
bad.
I see you.
Did you throw a shot put or a javelin?
We didn't have javelin, shot put, and disc.
Oh, disc.
Terrible at both.
Were you? What was your PR?
That's how bad I was. We weren't keeping tabs.
They were
I was-
playing. That was why I'm saying they were playing for fun.
Listen, no, they didn't even.
What?
Take it off.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
They
gotta burn that
didn't
soup when I
even-
get home.
They didn't even really coach me. They got me to my good form, and they were like, "She's not gonna place in nothing."
Track is one of those sports where they just be like, man, just here.
Just
I mean,
here.
you eliminate yourself during the meet.
They wanted me so bad to run long distance, and I was too lazy.
That's what LM is good at, right?
Who L&M?
no,
Yes,
just LM.
I can't stand that you're really trying to make this
Hey,
stick.
it will be a thing.
He's trying to get my son Little Marcus, who we call Little Marcus, his nickname to be LM.
Yeah.
We wanted to call him Daddy Longlegs. And he said, no.
He said no?
Yeah, he was like, no. I said, I'm going to get you a gold chain
No.
with a spider charm.
What?
Take it down.
A spider charm, Angel?
Oh, that feels like an ER reference. These. Oh, now I'm just going to
What
get
what kind
shirts.
of charm was it, Angel?
It was going to be like a Daddy Longlegs
Okay.
charm. That like, and that's what we were going to be yelling at his competition. Because also, Spider has 8 legs and his event is the 800.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
it's
know
a
what
full
I'm saying?
circle.
We did a whole fake interview. He looked at me and Marcus like we were idiots. I was like, we're going to get this to work.
So the people are saying LM is a terrible nickname. Yes, but it's going to stick. Kai and Sai's names are really short, but I'm working on them as well. Amar, the Republican, already sticks.
I was actually randomly, you know how your phone, well, I don't know. You have a Maserati, so I had no telling. In my car, if I turn on the sound, whatever app I was in last will be the sound that plays.
Yes.
So Apple Podcasts was the last app I was in, and it started playing an old episode of me and Marcus's podcast, and it was the episode where I introduced his nickname of the landlord, and I was like, yeah, he's still that guy.
He is.
Even in the new house.
Of course. It's in his, the best thing Amar's ever done. Number one is coming in high. Josh is just
This
ridiculous.
is the best one. This is the best
This
one.
is like the Smithsonian. This goes to the
Yes.
Smithsonian.
This needs to go in a museum with that big shoulder pad right there.
This is after you just
So
went off
ridiculous,
a long...
Angel.
This is great. This is
Yes,
this
yes.
goes with the soundbite that you love.
What soundbite?
You couldn't live with your own failure. Where did that send you? Back to me and my camouflage
This is slow
Easter
pushing
suit.
on the camera.
Yes, that is that. That's that soundbite.
Why are you doing this, Josh?
I'm
what?
getting this put on a shirt.
Hold on, I got an idea.
All these are going on a shirt for me, and I'm gonna wear it.
Don't do that, Angel.
What? It's like
I'm gonna come here in scrubs and be like, I need 30 cc's of
Compazine.
methacrolidrol. Do you remember any of those?
30 cc's of Compazine.
Was that a real medicine?
Yeah, Compazine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did you sound like you knew medical stuff?
I don't think I did. I would learn my lines while doing other things. 'Cause it's all
I've heard you told me that
Yes,
before.
it's
Okay, I was
all
like, I
about
heard that
getting
before.
your body to because you don't typically. You could do things. You could be talking to me and be texting. You could be writing down something. You could be driving. You don't sit and be like, now, Angel,
Mm-hmm.
I have to say these words to you. So the same thing with medicine. Oh, this is the best. This is the best. Just the shoes in the top. This is the best thing. I'm sorry, Kevin.
That
gets
is
no better.
hilarious, though.
Having a great time.
This is a good time.
I'm really mad that you figured out how to do this now.
This is great.
That looks like on TikTok when they have the baby hands and stuff.
Yes,
That's
with these little
It's the
Kevons.
whites.
I'm going because that's what I'm going to wear to work from now on is white shoes like that. Just in memory of this Huffington Post.
birthday to you.
yo.
But yeah, you just try to get it to the place where it's conversational. You just have to work on it being luckily, I never had multiple. Like there were people I wish I can remember his name. They would have monologues of just stuff that you would never say in a pedestrian way. You know what I'm saying?
What's the hardest role you ever had, or have you really been challenged by any?
I don't feel like I've ever been challenged. I mean, that's the one thing that makes working in Hollywood difficult, because you come up out of the theater world where I've done Shakespeare. I've done
tough.
Shakespeare is very tough. It took me all of grad school to finally get confident in Shakespeare.
Which one did you do?
I auditioned for. I used a audition piece from Taming of the Shrew
Ooh,
for. Yeah.
that ain't even in the top 5s. That's always done.
Yeah, Taming of the Shrew is.
That's an album cut.
Now, what I would love to play is Tiana from yeah, I'm about to forget the name. Bottoms is in there. Anybody who knows Shakespeare, it's one of his comedies, and she's like she's the queen, and it's like these fairies and stuff. But anyways, August Wilson, I've done Venus by Susan Laurie Parks.
Oh, I love her. She wrote Top Dog Underdog, which is one of my favorite plays.
She wrote that Venus Hot and Tied. Thank you, Midsummer Night's Dream. I was like, dear God, that is my favorite Shakespearean play.
Really?
Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah. So coming from a place where you're having to do real for real character breakdown, where you're trying to figure out like this character's past, what got them to the point of where you're actually acting them out, to what their goal is, to just hurrying up and getting out the way so the leads can talk.
Yeah. That's what I did when I did Shakespeare.
What?
I was get out the way.
Get out the way.
I got killed by Macbeth.
Oh, you did Macbeth.
I did Macbeth. My drama teacher reimagined it in the Civil War. So I was a slave.
Oh, of course. They were like, come on, be a Negro.
And I had to grow my hair out to a little raggedy fro. I had a fight scene, which is basically like dance choreography at the end of the day. So once they told me that, I was like, oh, okay. You're not really fighting. You're remembering.
You remembering what move goes where?
Yep. So I had a thing. I still remember the fight choreography. I had to swipe, and then
Yes,
he jumped back, and
look
then I poked, and he went to the side, and I had to come around with my
Come
thing.
on, yes!
With my thing, and then I got stabbed.
Love it.
And then I just watched the rest, sat in my dressing room for the next hour.
Just enjoyed it.
And they got pissed off at me because the last week of our run, I hated the fro. I just didn't look good with the fro. And I shaved it. And they were like, what? And I was like, I was wearing a Civil War hat. You never saw my hair anyway. They were like, we wanted to be slavey underneath, though.
I'm never slavey.
And I was like, I'm not. Joshua, you.
I was like, I'm not going to say nothing.
Joshua,
That was the last one, I promise. That was.
Oh, that was great.
why did you do? How?
If you all are not, oh yeah, everybody's watching it. I was going to say, if you're not watching this, but everybody's watching it.
All right, they're out. I'm taking them off, but it was.
That was great.
He was just over there kicking.
Uh-huh.
And I'm over here talking,
I
and
know.
you cracked. I was like, I didn't say nothing that funny.
I was like, It's like Kevin's talking to me from Men's Warehouse. I love it.
You're gonna like the way you look.
Yes. Did you like doing stage acting, or?
I enjoyed it. It actually helped my stand up. It made me realize that the audiences really do change. Like you delivered, and I'm talking about everybody delivered the line exactly the same every night. And sometimes the audience laughed at there's very few jokes in the way it was written or directed, but they gasped at most time people gasp from the gasp, laughed at the laugh part, cried at the cry part. Some nights audiences just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And to hit a part where they would like be supposed to do something and then not, I'd be like, same amount of people too.
Yeah.
Because it was like 300 people, but it was sold out every night, you know what I'm saying? Because I was up in there.
Of course.
Slave Boy 3.
They said, we got to come see this.
You got to see Slave Boy. And I was like, wow, you really can deliver the exact same thing. And that happens in stand-up too. You can
Right.
deliver the joke exactly the same.
But
and
what's
sometimes it
great
just doesn't
about
go.
stand-up, though, is that it's more of a dance with the audience, where with theater, it's whatever partner you get is what it is. But with stand-up, I feel like it is a conversation between you and the audience. So while you're not changing up your your set per se, you can still make some adjustments in order to flow with the audience that you got. Where with theater, it is what it is. The words and the blocking, you have to perform the way you rehearse
true.
them. And then with stand up, well, I guess that's why I love hosting. Because with hosting, I truly get to meet the audience where they are.
Yes.
And if they not in a boisterous mood, okay, then what mood are you in?
Right.
Let's get there. Let's all be on one accord. That would be great. So I do miss live theater. I love the immediate gratification, just like we were just talking about earlier, being able to pay for something and getting it immediately, being able to say something and getting the reaction immediately. There's really nothing like it.
Would you ever do a one-woman show?
I want to.
Really?
I desperately want to.
What would it be about?
I have thought about it several times of where I would want it to go. I thought about doing something that kind of intertwines my life and my obsession with Beyonce. Like, truly, like, but in a very comedic way. And not like, oh, we're talking about Beyonce, but you see pieces of that obsession like flow through the through line of it to where it is comedic and not so much about her. But I don't know. I helped Brescia when she was writing hers. So I kind of see like being able to see that literally from day one, the first word she ever wrote down was sitting in my kitchen to seeing what it became when it was up on its feet. I definitely.
That's such a theater term. Let's get this up on our feet, guys.
Yes.
Let's get it in our bodies. Let's just feel it. It's okay if you're not off book, but let's just feel it. Huh? Yes. They love a good yes.
Yes.
Let's get it on our feet. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All them theater weirdos.
I'm such a weirdo though when it comes
personal
to that.
tobacco rolling, old timey notebook carrying nerds.
I love it though, and I love the thought of. At one point in time, I wanted my one woman show to be based around, but this wouldn't have been a comedic one. And I still want to make it as a film. Would be based around my mother's life because I feel like the trajectory of her life is something like
Call it Dorothy Kane.
Dorothy Kane. No, it's May Make the Fire. She's already
May
named
Make the
it.
Fire.
She used to have to make the fire at her grandmother's house where her siblings and her cousin and her grandmother and her grandfather lived in a two-room house. And it was like 14 of them living in this 2-bedroom house.
Oh, you said Make the Fire.
Yeah, May
it's
is-
named Make the Fire.
Her middle name is May. And that's
Oh,
what
it is. Oh, you did say May Make the Fire.
May Make the Fire. So she had to get up before everybody and make the fire to warm the little cabin-ish thing that they lived in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where was she living at the time?
North Carolina, Warrenton. As her grandfather was a sharecropper.
Your mom named Dorothy May?
Listen,
Black folks, we love a good May.
come on, because May just makes
May
everything
and
better.
Jean.
My
grandma Ruthie Jean. May, Jean, and Lee probably top 3 black middle names.
Oh, come on.
Denzel's middle name is Lee. Denzel Lee Jackson.
No,
Ruthie
yeah.
Jean Frederick.
His great granddaddy fought for the Confederates.
Denzel?
He was confused. They said they would help us if we fought for them.
Woo! May Make the Fire.
Yeah, would you ever do a one-man
Yes.
show? Yeah, you said
Yes.
I mean, you already kind of are, but yeah, you
No,
want
but
to.
I want to tell my story, and I want it to be musical, and I want to play the instruments.
That's the part that you're able to do. That would be fire. To
And I
move from
think
one instrument to the next, like that
I
would
would
be.
like spend, and I probably wouldn't play guitar because I'd have to learn that. But I actually know how to play the piano. I'm just not that good. I'm super rusty. But I would learn the piano. I'd play the bass. I'd play the drums. I would sing, tell stories. I really like Hassan Minhaj's one-man show comedy
seen it.
thing. Yeah,
I
it was
would
really
love to
good
see
on
it.
Netflix. It told his story.
Is it still on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
He told the story of like it being an Indian immigrant, things like that. But the way he told it, he had a lot of kind of how Kevin Hart had the like that screen,
Yeah.
that changes stuff. It was super dope. But I would play instruments, sing it. I have background singers. Where are my background singers?
Yeah. No, I'd love. I definitely would want to do one that had music inside of it, but Angel ain't playing no music, and I would want it to be a combination of live and pre-recorded stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like I have whose show? What did I went to an improv show or a sketch show where some of the sketches were live and some of the sketches were pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of helped with the threading of scenes together.
Got it, yep.
And I would love to do something like that because I think it would be a little, well, you'd be able to bring characters a little more to life
Yeah.
with some pre-recorded stuff. Would love.
So if you had to rank the top 5 things of your career that I'm sure you will get to do, what would they be?
That I will get to do.
Yes. Because I fully believe you will get whatever you are going for.
I agree with you.
But how would you rank them?
Okay. Ranking my career. My top will probably be being the lead of a scripted comedy series.
Okay.
The lead would
That's
probably,
the number one thing.
That would probably be number one.
Okay.
Number 2 will be the Grammy for the Unruly Cousins album.
That is not number 2.
Yes,
Bro,
it is.
I cannot wait for that Grammy. Let me tell
Why
you what.
would it not be?
We just talked about that today.
So?
I've wanted to do a comedy album since before today.
Oh, but the Unruly Cousins part was new.
Yeah, I'll take it however it comes, and if it's with Unruly Cousins, which I think it will be, give it to me. Number 3, actually push that one to number 3. Number 2 is solidifying my, I don't know what you want to call it, like content brand that now that will employ my entire family. That will probably that'll probably be my solid number.
How many
2.
employees would that be?
You know what? That's such a good question. Because we're about to start the S Corp up, and then me and Marcus will become employees of our S Corp.
Yep.
So I would say we would probably need an additional maybe 4 people outside of little Marcus becoming an employee, because he's going to come on payroll immediately.
Smart.
Come on.
I got a lot of family people that people be on payroll.
Yeah. You listen.
I sell drugs in the forms of jokes.
In the form
Okay.
It releases endorphins.
Because that could be taken out of context at any given moment.
I sell dope. What was the J. Cole song, Joshy?
What'd he say?
Neighbors think I'm
Neighbors
selling
think
dope.
I'm selling dope. I am. Josh loves J. Cole.
fan.
So that
He's
was
great.
3. I don't know what 4. 4 would probably be this podcast and the way it's blowing up. Yeah. Why are you doing?
Because I've been just surprised that all this career time that I'm being in the top 5.
Well, I mean, that's where we're here. We're here. I'm sitting in an office space with one of the nicest people, Josh, one of the most creative people, Kevin.
That's you, Kev.
That's you. Josh is just a twinge bit nicer than you. You were very nice.
Am I not nice?
I didn't say you weren't. Josh is
That's
just
what I
like
heard.
he's like the Easter bunny.
He's a sweet little muffin unless
He
he's putting
is.
pictures of you with little feet on.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, now he's creative.
no, he's great.
Now he's creative.
This
When it
is where
comes
you're
to-
not nice. You see that? You would have nice, but you know how you keep bringing up a show that I said just stop.
I don't.
You can't call back when I
got
have
the
the
feet
power
locked
to
and
actually call
loaded.
it back.
They haven't.
If
popped
you
up on
never
my screen.
responded to ER that way, I probably would have never brought
I
it up.
know, and now that you know, that's why I'm so glad to know that this just drives you batty.
It looks. I wish. That's my fault for not paying attention to what's happening in my career.
And I don't know what number 5 will be.
Okay.
Number 5 is what's yours?
A cult-like movie, like Friday or Napoleon Dynamite.
Fire.
That's me and my friends that springs forth their own careers. I enjoy helping people go along their way probably more than anything.
I see.
I don't think I realized how much, like Tony being on tour and me helping, like Tony was the comedian he was. You were the talent you were. I don't take any credit for people's talent. But comedy clubs are stupid where they're like, well, we ain't seen you feature in a place at a club this size, so we don't think you're headline material. Like, Tony has 8 billion clips of him on stand-up. You don't think this man could do it? But anyway, so Tony going out and doing his own thing makes me happy. But more than even, I'm not even joking, seriously, more than even like pitching something to Hollywood and making my own movie that is like, this is hilarious. You got to see this movie. Like, yo, these people are really dope. Probably number 1. Number 2, dang, this is crazy. I was going to say like owning a studio that employed a lot of people.
And how you already did it? Yeah.
We already took over almost that whole section.
Sir, I already said the people across
yeah.
the street got to get ready to come up out of there. All across
That
the parking lot.
backside, the little place, that's out.
Damn, that's a crazy thing. Like realizing a lot of the
It's gonna be a
stuff that I
small
wanted
lot.
to do is happening.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to have a studio, and I was just like, that's that's done.
That box
did
is
it.
checked. You got 2 of them. So
I don't want to make up things that didn't really were my things. Like a huge stand-up special never was a huge thing to me.
Right.
It just was always a means to another end.
Yeah.
So like obviously it'd be dope to have a Netflix special, but it's more credibility than
Yeah, anything.
anything. And I don't think
Means tune in.
I'm credible in the streets.
You are.
I'm
You have
credible in the
truly
streets.
become credible before my very eyes.
Yeah, and that's what I mean to a lot of people in the industry. Like people are like, "Yo, Kevin Hart." It's different when somebody came before you and was like already kind of famous, right? But they're like, Kev, I know Kev was regular. Like Toyota Corolla Kev living in Reseda with them, you know what I'm saying? We had German cockroaches. They are resilient.
They are.
German cockroaches be like, we're not finna die. So what you want to do?
Sprouts, right? Yeah, they be in
Guys
there.
are sliding out of the house, and we moved into that house. And them roaches, apparently the house was dormant for like 2.5 years. I'm certain somebody was murdered there.
No, yeah.
I'm
Reseda?
pretty certain somebody was
kind
murdered
of
there.
felt it when you walked in.
I was like,
There's a loving
ooh.
family, but also there's a dark presence.
It's got big forensic files energy in this house.
It was heavy.
We do anytime we about to buy a house, we do like the crime lookup for the week, and where we looked at a house, we looked for a house in Reseda once, and it was just like murder, robbery, shot, murder. I was like, wow.
And
on
I was
Wednesday.
like, house, $2,100. No backstory.
I'll take it. That was a steal. 21, y'all. Yeah, that was a steal.
I knew it was a steal because the next year, when we try to move 2 or 3 years later, take them down.
Somebody definitely was murdered in that house. Then. It was
Oh,
21
absolutely.
2,100 for that.
We went to move, and all the houses were more, but smaller. Because you know they can only raise the rent a certain amount. So that's why we stayed in that house for 7 years.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, well, I'm not going to, it's just dumb to pay more and
And
live
be in a
smaller.
smaller house, yeah.
Especially because we had that back office studio. So anyway, that's probably the second thing. Getting the app to a place where I don't have to be on it for it to be fully functional and like going. And I know we're some years away from that, and I enjoy being a part of it. But the health of the app is like, yo, this is like when the app goes by KOS. When the brand is so strong that it can go from like when OWN went from the Oprah Winfrey Network to OWN, it was a huge step. So when the app becomes, when we rebrand to KOS or KOSS,
Costs.
the cost. Hey man, you been watching the Chaos app? What? What's that? It's this app, man. It's for black people anyway. I don't know who said that, but that's kind of the whole thing over there. That will be big because it'll be like, for me, it's about that, and then probably being able to produce. Like, I would love to pluck. Like, there's a super talented screenwriter in Tupelo, Mississippi. They got a script. I don't know how I would get it, and this ain't right now. So y'all
Don't y'all say nothing.
don't send nothing. Kevin on Stage Studios does not accept unsolicited pitches for your protection and ours. But being able to be like, this person was unheard of, and now they're on the map because of Kev it's great.
Yeah.
And then the Lifetime Achievement Award of the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony without having to win any of the awards.
Okay, lifetime achievement. Let's get there.
I like Tyler. We're just gonna give you an award because you know what I'm saying. You don't fit into our categories like that, but your success is so
yeah,
your
they gave
impact
him humanitarian award.
humanitarian award. Your impact is so felt that we got to give you something.
I mean, I'm glad that they are not ignoring him. Yes, wow. I highly doubt any of his films or projects will receive awards in the mainstream media just because they don't meet, I don't want to say standards as if it's a good or bad thing, but
Well, Hollywood has a certain style of movie they want for the Oscars.
exactly. Style
And
of
that's
movie
not
they
only
want.
excluding Tyler Perry. They won't nominate an actor in a horror film.
Right.
Or a comic book movie for like acting.
Right, exactly. So the fact that they are like, now even though we ain't never gonna give none of your shows
Right.
love, we have to acknowledge the fact that what you've done, even during the pandemic, Tyler Perry was the first studio
He
back
was.
up and running.
And the NBA built their model off of what he did.
Yeah.
And he did not have no rates. Like we talked, I mean, you know some people. We talked to some people who shoot with him, and they were saying like, that man is efficient.
Yeah.
Barry was saying he shot like 19 episodes in 4 days. And that's just flabbergasting. Quinn went and shot a show and was back in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Shot 8 billion episodes. And they get their own little general's house, Confederate general's house to live in.
They live in on
Take the
campus.
shoes off.
What's so great is that one of my girlfriends, who's an established actor, actually have 2 girlfriends that were on his show. If Loving
Flip
You,
them?
I wanted them to make sure
he
they're
wanted-
facing the
they
right
looked
way.
right underneath the thing.
Say, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I've been loving it. I've been like, yeah, Kevin's fancy underneath the desk. He's a businessman. 2 of my girlfriends that were on If Loving You Is Wrong that are accomplished actresses. And for them, they were like, one thing for certain, say what you want. But working on a Tyler Perry series prepares you for anything. There's
Yeah.
nothing that can be thrown at them that they can't handle. The amount of pages they had to memorize for a day,
Yeah.
the how quickly they had to get their performance to a level that they could be okay with seeing on on air. They were like, so then when they get to a traditional set and they only have to do 6 pages and
Yep.
they'll get 6 takes, they're like, this is
Easy.
easy. This is easy money.
Was that Brisha's first lead role?
No.
What was it?
Which first of all, what you talking about? Lead role and what? Talking about in a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably maybe her biggest role.
In a mo-
Biggest in a movie. Yes,
Yeah.
biggest.
What was it?
Fall from Grace.
Fall from Grace. Because she had TV stuff she was lead.
She had TV stuff. She did what's that movie? The one with
Black-
Mike Epps.
The Blacks, Meet the Blacks.
Meet the Blacks, like that. And she did some a long time ago, The Mall on MTV, which is like a TV movie. So she's had, but this was probably the biggest of them all.
But I love that for what Tyler does is he fills up people's credits. And that work is used in other stuff as well. They're able to book other stuff as a result. That's kind of what I love about Keep Your Distance. I mean, at this point, people just like, we send their sets out and they populate YouTube. But I remember I was telling somebody earlier, I was trying to promote Keep Your Distance, and I was like telling the comics, yo, send me your, some quality sets so I can promote you. And people wouldn't respond. I was like, man, these people is just like, nah, I can't get these sets. And then I realized it's because most people, if you haven't been on TV, you don't have a high quality set. Like nobody, if you shoot in a comedy club, unless you have a Josh with you who has like a low light camera.
No, really.
People don't have, if you haven't booked TV, you don't have it. So they're like, bro, this is the best looking set I could get. And now, and that's what I love about it. And this is why I probably can't stop it forever, because just the part of me that wants to, do more than just make things for money. People be like, bro, I can't get quality stuff like this. And they put it out and people are like, yo, this is great. This is funny. And you can send it to clubs and be like, bro, look at how I did this. And I'm funny and it looks great, which helps people get booked.
Yeah, I didn't realize how difficult it was.
It is.
It is really, really, it's really hard.
Because you got to have, the industry, the first thing you have to do is have that thing be professionally lit.
Yes.
The second thing is to have professional audio. The chance of you getting 2 of those in a comedy club.
Right. It's slim to none.
Slim to none. It's just, comedy clubs are notoriously terribly built to shoot specials in anyway, because they're built to perform stand-up in.
Even like the Laugh Factory, which they have been rolling. They've been rolling my clip. I got about 5 million views on one of my clips, to the point that they hit me up this past week. Hey, we want to post it again. Are you okay? I was like, the first time wasn't enough. You sure? But even theirs, it's like, it's not high quality. Yeah, you can hear yourself, you can see yourself, but it's not nobody's Keep Your Distance. And I did not realize how difficult it was for comics to be able to get something like that.
Even me, I don't have that much. Charles Moore, he Elizabethtown's finest.
I know, coming up from E-Town.
E-Town, listen, Charles be on Twitter hating his job, and I'd be like, I know that feeling.
You said I know, and being in E-Town and hating your job.
Being in E-Town, period.
My white family is from E-Town. And
Your white family?
My mother used to be married to this white dude. So my white family.
Hold on. What?
You didn't know
Mama
that?
Dorothy married a white male?
Yeah, he was very white. I
For
used to
how
be
long
so
were they
embarrassed.
married?
Let me see here. They started dating when I was in 7th grade. They got married when I was in 8th grade. They divorced when I was a freshman in college.
They was married a good while.
That man think he my daddy.
For a while, you had a white father.
He still think he my daddy half the time. He got to walk me halfway down the aisle at my wedding. That's how long he was in my life. That's how long.
We've known each other for how long? You just sneakily bring up that
I
you had
thought I
a
brought
white
up.
father for 5 years?
For a nice amount of time.
More than, you said 7th grade?
Yeah.
Or they got married in 8th grade?
I think they got married in 8th grade, 8th or 9th grade. I can't remember when they got married and divorced my freshman year of college. Yeah.
8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th.
Uh-huh.
6 years of school, which could be 7 years of life.
Yeah.
High
8,
school, right?
maybe if you include the dating.
Yeah. Yeah. He was
As
down.
a 40-year-old woman, that's almost a third of your
But
life.
those are foundational years too, though.
Yeah, because the first 6 you don't remember. That's out.
Yeah. He was there.
What?
Ron.
Ron?
And then when I say white,
Wahite?
white.
Was his name Ronald?
Yeah. Ronald Joseph. Anyway.
Ronald Joe RJ?
Yeah, RJ.
He was an RJ.
And because we met him at church, he was the only, I said, Mama, the only white dude up in this church is the person that you end up with.
Is he Brother Ron?
There you go.
Call
They
him
know.
Brother
Brother
Ron.
Ron.
Is that what you called her?
Yep.
Yeah,
still,
you shut your white mouth. You know
He's
what's
still Brother Ron. Still Brother Ron. We see him every Christmas.
You still see your old white father.
Listen, he considers me his only child. So he is like, daughter, you gonna come see me? I'll be like,
You go and see Brother Ron?
Yes, Brother
"Let me see
Ron.
Brother
Lexington?
Ron." Yes, in
I
Lexington.
want to meet Brother Ron down to Lexington.
Oh, and
I
you-
want to
going to
meet
the show?
all your family.
no, I didn't invite him. He
No,
didn't know
Kevin,
about it.
invite him.
Bring Brother Ron out.
I'm not bringing.
Well,
Brother Ron
we'll
out.
start a campaign.
You started all you want,
Brother Ron.
I'm gonna text Mama Dorothy direct.
and she'll be like, "What? No."
Ah, dang it, Mama Dorothy.
She'll be like, "Nah." She's like, "Y'all, yeah, have them all y'all want to."
Wow.
So I was saying, yes. So his whole family is from E-Town. So we would have to spend holidays, like we would do, part of our holiday in Lexington, and then we would have to go visit his parents and sisters in E-Town. And let me tell you, never they got a Brother Ron chant going on in here. It was the boringest time of my life. This is when I learned how to play Dungeons and Dragons. That's how boring it was.
Isaiah does. Isaiah's like, can I say I have to go for D&D? I was like, what is D&D? He was like, Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons.
I was like,
Yeah, that's how boring I was when my white cousins was like, I thought
your white cousins.
white cousins. My white cousins were like, "You want to play some D&D?" I was like, "What is that?" I was like, "You see white folk doing drugs, doing this mess." He's
Doing
like,
the drugs.
He's like Dungeons and Dragons. I was like, "Okay, witchcraft. What are y'all talking?" Like I was
Black
like,
kids we don't grow up playing that.
No, I was like, I know. And then
Not traditionally.
when they explained what it was, I was like, so we're just using our imagination in front of each other.
Did you enjoy it?
It was okay. It was okay, but I was like, this is definitely not going to be taking up my time. I'd rather watch a movie about a fake Dungeons and Dragons game than to just sit here.
Were
But
you
yeah,
ever the party leader?
what do you mean? Of the
I only know about how to play it from
See, yeah, I didn't play that much.
Stranger Things.
Oh, they played on that?
Yes.
You said
Oh,
party
yeah.
leader? I don't
Stranger Things. It was a big thing. Isaiah is in a Dungeons and Dragons club.
Ah,
They
he's
stay
into
after.
it. He's into it. That's your child. D&D, Dad.
I respect my boy for being who he is more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, man, what?
What?
Fight after school. He was like, nah, man, we good.
Well, yeah.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call Brother Ron on 3-way.
Yeah, let's put him on. You'll be like,
We'll zoom him in.
Put him
you
in the
will
middle.
die. You will die.
So we're gonna take a break. I don't think we should just cut the cameras though. Let's just keep it going. We'll take a 10, 15, maybe 20-minute break. Then we'll come back and shoot the episode for
Later, that'll air
later.
sometime.
Okay.
later.
There's
So
no
I'll
reason.
I'll just mute it.
Yeah, we're just gonna take a break. Y'all enjoy yourselves. We're gonna go over here, pee,
All the things.
talk
I
trash
gotta-
about people.
I gotta
We'll
post
probably be
content.
back about 10:20, maybe even 10:30. So if y'all ain't back, just come back. All right. I'm finna go doo-doo.
Okay.
That's first and that's facts.
Listen, it's
Coffee
special.
went straight through me. Man, this video they did of me and Melissa at the beach is just It's amazing.
It's so beautiful. I'm telling you, people should just not even try to go get
I mean,
love
this
if
is
that's what
like-
it's supposed to look like. Me and Marcus, we should spoof what our version of that would
Hilarious.
look like. It would just be
That would be very funny.
because we, first of all, not going to the beach. We're not going to make it.
Hey, we was in a custom tux standing in the ocean. And I was like, the price of the tux and what I was doing with it, I was like, getting these clothes dirty. But then when you
That
see
stuff was
it,
fire, sir.
bruh, I'm custom suit Kev now.
Yes.
I told him, I said, man, I need me a black one, gray, all white, double breast me up.
That's why I'm
You
glad
be-
Marcus hadn't seen the video yet, because I'm like, we are not there. You're
That's
going to still
hilarious.
be at the 3-day suit broker for right now.
Give us about 20, 30 to rest.
3 suits for $99.
And then we'll be back about 10, 25, 10, 30.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, I'm a believer.
Now I gotta check on my mama. Are we muting the mics?
Hold on,
though?
hold on.
it go. I was just gonna say something. That's where it goes.
Angel's funny, Kev.
She's great. She was such a blessing.
Thank you. You all are a blessing as well. I did it, you guys. Let me. I'm so happy I figured this out.
Y'all missed the sound?
I was about to accidentally download these to the Mac. Why is my cell phone not coming up?
The sound's back, guys.
I'm so stupid.
I know y'all were asking for the sound.
Did I turn off my Bluetooth? Why is my thing not working? Find me.
Oh!
Why is it not finding my phone? You know I'm here. All I'm seeing is Kev's Mac. What we talking about?
Oh,
today?
cut my mouth.
We didn't even get to the docket.
I know, which is great.
So wait a minute. We're good with any show that we film on Tuesday, right? We're good.
What do you mean?
So the two extra that we've done. So we've done one extra.
So for this week,
We got one
the
full
second
complete
one-
week.
Huh?
no, this one will be for July.
The one that we're about to do right now.
Yeah, the one we're about to do right now will be the main episode for July.
So we're not doing a bonus next week.
We already shot it. Did
No.
we not?
We can do a bonus next week. I'll be back. I get back on Wednesday.
No. Wait, what?
Oh,
We can either do the bonus Wednesday or
we
Friday in
fly?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
confused.
yeah.
I was like,
wait a
we-
second. Explain. So we're not doing the bonus on Friday of next week.
That's what I was saying. We can either do it when I get back or we can do it Friday when I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
It's better to do Friday.
I don't know. I don't know. I just want to understand where.
So genuine. I don't know.
I don't know. Listen,
All I'm saying is these bonuses now are for the mains of later.
So, one thing that we then owe is because we still haven't done the
Ads.
so we need to do that today.
Yes.
In
We have them?
we have
Greg said
them.
they're in Slack tenfold.
Have you seen them?
No. What you talking about?
Let's just do that after.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do it right now. But
Yeah,
we need.
but we do
but
owe. Yes.
We owe it for Tuesdays.
For Tuesday's app. Tuesday.
Why is okay.
You all right?
Let things try to play me like I'm a bitch, but I'm not. Okay.
She's not.
So what is it? What's it gonna be? You think I won't throw you?
What's it gonna be?
Cause
I
I can't
can't
pretend.
I'm in Atlanta because we're shooting.
Have we talked about it yet?
No, we're shooting a new show for the app
Okay, cool. 'Cause
called What's Good.
I almost blew it.
And we're gonna do What's Good Atlanta. For Atlanta, we're shooting.
Called What's Good for sure.
Yeah, we know what we need to do a
I'm
title
excited
check.
to hear about this. Talk about it.
Yeah, make sure we don't get sued.
I've not heard about it.
Woo! You always do me like this, and that's not true.
Kevin, wait a
Do you
minute.
want to say this now? Because we can look in the chat and you say, Kev, whatever's good.
Please, go. If you want to look in the chat.
I'm gonna find it for you.
Go,
I'm
please.
gonna find it for your black behind.
Find it.
I'ma just do 2 exclamation points on it.
Please, pretty please.
Now when I'm right, you know I'm right.
Okay.
Okay. You just keep that
I've
little
been-
smug little grin on your face.
Okay.
Hold on. It better be here still. 'Cause
Just,
I'm-
just to be clear,
Oh, because it better be there still.
the chat still says only in.
2 exclamation points. Check your phone.
Listen.
Let me double
Wait a
exclamation
minute.
point
No,
your
no, no.
response.
It says, wait a minute.
Let
No,
me
it's bringing up the wrong thing. Let me do it from my phone because
do
what
it
I'm
from your
seeing,
phone.
I am seeing something that's not that. Where did you exclamation on it?
Typing. Slightly problematic track. Me, you, Greg, and Josh.
What I see is they can do late night.
There are too many chats.
Late night?
The thing that they just showed me,
You want me to make another notification?
screenshot.
I'll screenshot
Please,
it. I'll
that'll work.
screenshot it
Screenshot it.
and send it to you on a personal tip. Let me just put your response in there. Oh, it's in the same screenshot. Let me just highlight this. On March 23rd, Angel.
I still don't know what that show is though, Kevin. You
I
asked
said food show.
You said y'all
I had told you
gonna
about
be
it
okay
in person.
shooting the food show during the day. Kevin, what does that have to do with the show in Atlanta?
Oh, you're not the Atlanta. We're just shooting a test episode of it. Oh, you were talking about this week. You're not doing nothing for that.
You want me to hit him?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My dance.
I'm like, first of all, didn't know the name of the show, so that
You
acting
thought
like
you
it
was going to Atlanta?
No, I knew I wasn't going to Atlanta. So you saying the name of a show that I've never heard the name of.
It was called Only In before.
I thought it was.
Didn't know the name of the show.
I told you the name, Angel.
Just now in this moment. I want y'all to know that I'm not, this is not a question of me and Kevin's friendship. We are friends. We got each other's back. This is great. We cheer each other on. But Kevin has a misconceived notion in his head that he communicates.
Ooh, call Melissa. She gonna agree with you.
He thinks he communicates things with me. So I, half the time, don't know what's going on. But because I don't want him to feel bad every single time that I am not aware, because I'll be going back I'll be like, let me go on my text
Call
message.
Melissa and tell her after this. Because she gonna be, don't call her now. She getting her hair done. She ain't gonna answer.
She's like, I got this. Is my
But she
time.
has this same complaint about me, Kevin.
I'm like, my husband would say the same thing about me, but we're talking about you. I'd be like, I don't think I know anything about this, but
I do have conversation in my head out loud and not out loud.
oh no, I text people in my head all the time.
Oh man, and I'd be like, why you ain't respond to me? And then the text be never sent.
Right. At least you type it. Sometimes
So let me
it don't
tell
be
you
typed.
clearly now.
So the show is called What's Good.
Oh, what's good?
I love the name.
The other chat is still called Only In, though, just to be fair.
Yes. The idea is
There's a chat called Only In.
this is production chat.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say I'm not in that chat. Don't
It's
get
okay.
me.
There's a lot of chats.
Okay,
a lot
I
of
don't
chat.
need it. I don't need it.
The other day, Melissa was like, "How many group chats do you have?" And I was like, "You don't even want to know." Most of them are
You
not.
pin
active.
them all?
No.
I was gonna say that's
Takes up
excessive.
too much space on my phone. I only pin 6. Well, 6 total. One is just so I can text Melissa easily. When you're on the road or when you're traveling, well, when I'm traveling, it is against my core programming to eat food that is
From a train.
widely available.
Yeah, I got
From a
it. Yeah.
Train or chain?
Chain.
Chain.
I heard choo choo.
So what's good is the show where you say, "Hey man, I'm in Atlanta. What's good to eat around here?" Or what's near the venue? Because it's not always like the best thing in that city. It might just be like sometimes we don't have time to go far from our hotel, or we're in this like certain part of town. So I'm in downtown Salt Lake City. I got a show tonight. I got 2 hours for dinner. What's good to eat around here?
Yeah.
And then people online will tell you, "Yo, you should go to Robbie Ray's Racist Cafe," and then we'll go there. So that's the idea for the show, the food show in Atlanta, the food show on tour. It's my dream achieved of making diners, drive-ins, and dives, but instead of from a chef's point of view, from an everyday person point of view of like, yo, I'm in Atlanta for the week. What's good? So in Atlanta, when I'm going to be there next weekend, we're doing 2 episodes. We're focusing on the vegan food culture in Atlanta and the wings. So
Are you
one
going
little
to the strip club for the wings.
fun little. We're gonna send Joshy into Magic City to retrieve the wings
On a mission.
on a mission.
Oh, is that what?
On mission.
and then the gag is we're gonna start and the sun's gonna be bright. It's gonna be 4 o'clock and we're gonna be waiting outside at 9 o'clock.
Right.
And
He'll
Josh
be
still
like,
he's gonna come out with no wings. He's
Sorry,
like, what
guys.
happened? He's just like, I saw the face of God. So we're shooting those 2. I'm shooting 85 South podcast.
Oh, fantastic!
Shooting More the Culture. Supposed to be shooting a sketch with Country Wayne and another one with Desi Banks. If all things go to work together.
What are we doing on those days?
You coming with me, baby. That's doggone right.
Day to day gone's back in action.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I've been praying on this day, man. Used to pray
What
for
happened
times
to
like
T.
this.
Greasley?
Dreams and Nightmares is Meek Mill, but T,
First day out. Praying on my downfall is what
he's
came
on
to-
Twitch like every day. He's probably making a good Twitch check.
So when are you leaving again? Hold on.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I know that.
I'll be back
Ooh,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And
yeah.
then I'm leaving again on Thursday. And then
The
I'll be
day
back the
after.
following Wednesday.
So we're
So
going.
we might have to shoot 2 episodes remotely.
Okay. That's fine.
I meant to ask you when, because Atlanta is 3 hours ahead, what's the earliest you could shoot possibly?
You tell me.
8?
It's whenever. As soon as I find a nanny, I can do whatever I want to.
Black nannies, where y'all at?
You ain't got to be black. Who said black? Where are you at, nanny? Listen, the specificity fell off a long time ago.
Man, Sarah was.
Tell her to come back.
She married a white man and moved to Kenya.
Tell her to come back.
All right, it's 10:45. We can start perfectly. All right, here we go. Hodgepodge episode, Josh. 15-minute reminders.
Okay, so we don't need any ads for this one.
Nope, we'll just take the break.
I can't even find.
So we're doing 2 sets of ads after this. Oh no. This
No,
one
just
just on
one.
hold until okay. But we are doing next week's ads after this.
Yep.
All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
That chick Angel.
welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Bangers all 2021. More chewing upon your head pop. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, to follow to get more bangers. We got a hodgepodge of stuff to talk about today, Angie. So how we make our docket, we get ideas and just usually trending stuff pushes them down and around. And sometimes the stories are good, we just don't get to them. So today we get into them. So some of these might have been recent, some of them might not have been, but it don't matter. We're going to talk about them on today. The first thing I want to ask you about, Angel.
Tell me.
Not married Angel. This is, say, 20-year-old Angel.
20-year-old Angel.
You'd been in college?
I was.
But maybe you didn't go to college.
Okay.
In order to be in this story.
But she went UCI.
No,
I wasn't there yet.
she didn't go to UCI. She was just finishing up at high school.
And chilling, I guess.
How do they do it?
And you are Blueface, the rappers.
I am
Blueface,
Blueface.
baby.
You are one of his girlfriends. Okay? You're living in a house with him. There are multiple girlfriends in this house.
Ooh.
He comes around with a camera phone, literally in this video, Josh, put the video here.
Terrible.
They are getting up off of their bunk beds. He has rooms,
Oh.
and they share bunk beds.
These are
So rent's
Walmart bunk
cheap.
beds.
Rent's cheap.
Rent's
more
cut.
than likely free.
Okay.
And he's saying, tattoo my name, I believe, or go home. Is any part of your life, of any rapper, maybe not Blueface,
My God.
are you living in a bunk bed to be one of his girlfriends and then making the choice to get a tattoo or go home?
The type of rock bottom that I would have to hit in order for me to be like, I am going to be one of the multiple girlfriends of some non-talented person. I would already have to be out of my mind because of the crack or meth that I'm on. This is no judgment on those ladies and their choices. I'm saying for me,
For you, just Angel Lakita
Moore. I'm not even gonna put Tanksley on there. I'm not gonna disgrace my husband's last name. Angel Lakita Moore. Okay. The type of drugs and abuse that I must have experienced in life before I got there, absolutely I'm getting the tattoo. I already got it.
Oh, I was not expecting that, sir.
If I'm there, apparently I have licked some buttholes
It's
that I
purpose.
wasn't expecting to lick.
Ah!
I have done some questionable things. A tattoo ain't much. Where you want it?
It's just
I do it right here on the inside of my lip.
I guess it's just adding to the story. you
Right.
know?
I have already. First of all, Blueface is the person.
Blueface is the person.
Out of all of this is a man who could not find a beat if it was sitting in front of him talking.
Here's the beat, Blueface.
I don't see it. I don't see it. That's what we're dealing with. So if that is there's so many levels to where this would tell me that I was mentally. I'm getting I already got it. Wake up, I already got the tattoo. I did it last night on myself with a hot hanger. Branded myself. Absolutely. I just don't, if I'm already in that cult that he has going on at his house, tattoo has happened.
The level of dedication to still be with Blueface right now. Like his what was his song?
Tatiana.
That's
it.
That was a minute ago.
I don't know how he still has money.
Nothing
I
about
don't know.
Blueface says long-term career.
That's why I think.
OnlyFans.
Does
Oh,
I
okay.
think he might. I'm not
okay, so
positive.
maybe that's how he's making his money. Because I was
gonna-
like, oh, is he? I was like, is he pimping these women out? Because they woke up like, I worked a long day yesterday. So I'm like, is he making money off of these women and just they have a place to sleep? But obviously, why would that be the line that you draw? You're sleeping on a Walmart bunk bed.
I'm talking about Major Payne, Navy SEALs.
They
not
have
even as
better bunk beds. What are you talking about? I know that's a Walmart bunk bed because I just bought it for the twins.
Oh, he is producing his show.
It just separated. Yeah, is
K.L.
it on
Thompson
Zeus?
said he says the girls are supposed to be in OnlyFans Bad Girls Club.
Yeah. And they
So
said
he's
yes for
building
Blueface.
it. So he's building his IMDb.
He's doing a thing like you, Kev.
Yeah,
he's helping. He's helping black creators.
That's Tattoos on Stage Studios over there.
Boom. Yeah, like I why would that be the line of, well, okay, now I was willing to be one of your many girlfriends.
Man.
I was willing to share a room with 3 other grown women.
They're in a dorm.
That
They're in
ain't
college.
That ain't nothing but the trenches.
Right.
They're just in the gym. They're getting shots in.
Is that right? I've been to college. It did not look like that.
Melissa actually stayed. The year we went into UW, they had too many freshmen, basically.
Uh-huh.
So they had, I cannot remember the name of what they called it, but essentially humongous open floor, just bunk bed, 10
They call that
feet.
J.O.
Bunk bed. It was probably about 50, 60 girls in there. They still had like some access to some community bathroom or something like that.
Oh, no.
But she stayed up in there with all them white women for probably about 2 weeks until she got her
That's an orphanage.
big orphanage energy.
That you're paying for.
That you paid full
That's
price.
terrible.
10 bands.
You paid everything that was
just
normal
for housing.
to be on the waiting list.
Decent meal plan, though. I will say that.
Now, one thing I thank God for Melissa's family,
Amen.
she had the full meal plan. $27.
Every meal? Snacks, too, in between?
It was like $32 a day. It allowed her to get $10 for breakfast, $15 and $15 for lunch. Maybe it was $40.
Wow.
And I had 12, 17.
You hungry, boy.
Listen, there's a lot of chicken tenders that Melissa didn't eat that saved a wretch like me.
Saved a wretch like you. That's why I became an RA, because they turned up my plan. I was an RA as a freshman.
Are you
How did
kidding?
you finesse that?
Because I'm a finesse of all
God is
finesses.
good.
How did you become an RA as a
How
freshman?
did you have...
Second semester, became an RA. One of the RAs had to quit, leave, move, and so they had to find someone in between. They interviewed 7 people, and I got it.
That was a half up, half down in that White Diamonds.
Come
They're
on,
like,
they-
surely this girl
She's
is a
mature.
senior
She's-
somewhere.
She's a
Like,
mature
Professor
freshman.
Moore, you would like to become an RA? Absolutely. I can teach these young ladies how to
How
become.
were you RAing girls in your class? And above then, I imagine.
Yeah.
Angel's a natural leader.
She is.
Got my
If Angel
own
told me to
room.
keep the noise down, I'd be like, man, I hate her.
Turn it down. Got my own room, my own bathroom. Yes.
By your second semester in college, you had your own.
Second
That-
semester
That
had
is
my
such
own.
a come up. I can't...
It's so Angel, though.
I was like, absolutely. Telling the girl smoking weed, you need to put a towel under your door. Don't you let that weed out here in this hallway. Because if you make me report you, I'm going to have to report you.
Respect.
That's fair.
That's all you can ask out of an RA.
Because
Yeah.
they're going to smoke.
Smoker's gonna smoke. You know, I burn one from time to time.
No, you
Yeah. I was
I
like,
do. I smoke me a little menthol cigarette till Joe Biden took it away from me. By the way, wasn't that the blackest thing? Newports, huh? Banned.
banned on them.
Your blacks. I didn't even know what a menthol cigarette was until I didn't know. Well, let me back up. I didn't know menthol was so much more dangerous, and I didn't know that black people overwhelmingly smoke menthol until, and it's not even Joe Biden. Apparently, it's the FDA, and a lot of other countries have done it. But I just thought it was funny. They were like, we got to get the blacks off the Newports.
Right.
We got 2 years, blacks.
2 years. Get off of them. They like, they're going to start hoarding them.
Did you have to kick anybody out or anything?
No.
Any interesting stories during your time? How long were you in RA?
I was an RA, I think finally so I did it half of my freshman year, all of my sophomore year. Did I leave my junior year? I might have did it my junior year. I can barely remember. In my senior year, me and my best friend got an apartment together. But I did not care. I was breaking half of the rules too. So I was just like, listen, guys,
What?
we've all got an agreement here.
What rules were you breaking?
Well, we lived in what was called Blanding Tower. So every other floor was a different gender. So it was girl floor, guy floor. Da, da. So after a certain time, guys could not be on girls' floors. My boyfriend at the time, I had a huge dorm to myself. Come on, you basically live here too. And I wasn't drinking, so they didn't have that was never a thing. And then we also did we have I don't think we had curfew. Maybe the RAs had curfew. I can barely remember. It was a long time ago.
Melissa and I, my room had boy floor, girl floor. I mean, my dorm, McCarty Hall down to the UW. Hers had co-ed floor, but each floor had a bathroom of one gender.
Oh, okay.
Her floor had male bathroom, so it was great.
You were
It's
like,
like-
I ain't got to go far.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. Oh, such a freedom. Oh, we was going down to that IHOP at 12:30. We was in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the funniest thing of my life is I felt like my mom doesn't know I'm eating pancakes at midnight. That's just, I
Yeah.
never got to go to no cool parties. I went to a party one time in college and it started at 9 and we was there at 9.
Oh, y'all said it should be opening here
And by
soon.
9, literally, we're here for the party and dancing.
Can we
into the
dancing party with
came
you
into
guys?
the house. The people were, and it was black folks, and I knew better as a black. By 9:30, nobody else had shown up. I had my fill of chips and dip, and I was like, "Look, got to turn in." We left with nary a dance move danced.
We used to at the top. So there were two towers. They've now been torn down. It's so sad. Kerwin and Blandon. And at the top of Kerwin Tower, I think it was Kerwin Tower where the parties would be. On the 22nd floor, we would have parties. We would have a DJ. It would be black folk parties. That's when I truly perfected twerking upside down. That was when Rough Riders was really hot. Shout out to DMX, rest in peace. It was a good time, but it was safe space. So it was different than when I'd be like twerking and dancing in high school because the boys would be so grimy. College boys were way nicer. They were
Really?
Like, well, watch. We don't have to touch you. I was like, thank you. Don't put your hands on me. Let me get it in. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. We used to sweat. We would just dance until like 2-3 in the morning.
Oh, Jesus! I've got class in the morning.
I would still go to class.
Actually, I stayed up. That was the one time in my life that I was up. Because I was just free.
Yes.
I stayed up 10, 15, maybe even 10:30 sometimes. I was feeling really crazy.
Oh, my grandmother used to call my dorm room at like random out, and I'd be out here. I'd be out in these streets, just especially my freshman year because there were so many people I didn't know. There were so many black folk that came to the University of Kentucky. So I wanted to know everybody. So if everybody was up late, I'd be up late. My roommate, however, would go to bed early and she'd be like, your grandmother called and was asking where you were at. And I had to lie and say you were asleep. I said, why are you lying to my grandmother? Tell her I'm out here. I was like, she used to be out here. That's where I got it from.
I'm making her proud. Don't tell her I'm asleep. She'll be disappointed in me.
She'd be like, I heard on the news there was a fire somewhere on campus. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Woman, if you don't leave me alone. Yeah, college was great. See, you were already in you were in the relationship that was going to be the relationship for your life. I was out here
And
stupid.
were you?
Not stupid like that, but
Summer of 99?
No, I never had a summer of
She
99.
said no.
You have a hot girl summer?
No, I never had a hot girl. I never had a hot girl summer. It didn't appeal to me at all. Yeah, I was too much into the Lord's going to smote me.
Yeah.
That
all
church
that-
kid conviction is just great.
It's the strongest conviction ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
I remember I was mid-stroke and I'm like, God, I am so sorry. Once I'm done with this, I'm not going to stop right at this moment. But when I'm done for good.
Oh, well, see, I wasn't lying to the Lord like that.
I
I'd be
was-
like, I'm going to do this again unless you kill him. You going to have to take him off of the planet because I am bored.
Ah! Speaking of killing, let's take a break and listen to our sponsors.
I thought this was a bonus one.
No, this is the main episode for July.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
It's okay.
I'm being so
We're working together.
confused.
It's a lie. You just moved.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the show.
You said you moved.
Moving on. This is just an interesting story. We missed this a couple weeks ago, but I did want to hear your thoughts. Black woman.
Yes.
She got a PPP loan. Mm-hmm. Okay. Didn't have a business.
Uh-huh.
Hit the government for 20 racks.
Yes.
They were like, hey.
They were giving 20 out?
Yes.
Yes, they were.
They were like, hey, you're going to jail. Set up a GoFundMe. The title says, help me pay back the PPP loan. Under the description, it says her name is organizing this fundraiser. All funds are gladly appreciated. Will be used to pay off all fees owed to the government. Thanks for your support. And under that, she was like, my kids need me out here. She raised, at the time of my screenshotting, $4,640 of said 20 grand. My question to you is this, Angel. Are you the type of person to be like, here's 5 or 10?
It depends. You know, we be making stupid mistakes as black folk. This is how they get us to sell Cutco knives. This is, you know what I'm saying?
I don't trust you if you ain't our age and they didn't get you at least in the door for the pitch.
Right, exactly.
Vector or Cutco, depending on where you're from.
Where you from? They use both. It was like Vector was the overarching company, but Cutco was the actual knife. We all make dumb choices regardless of whether or not we want to admit them. This one was straight up fraud. So I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if like I would be judgmental because the fact of the matter is white folk do it all the time. They just don't get caught.
The government got taxed for these PPP loans. Unemployment people were getting this pandemic fraud was commenced.
It was rampant. I didn't even go
Committed.
to get money that was like owed to me. Like I could have filed for unemployment for a nice chunk of time. Could have.
And you didn't?
Nope.
There was people hitting me up that got $100 grand. Kev, I got $100 grand on the PPP loan, bro. You got to do this. Told Melissa about it. She was like, don't you dare apply for nothing. And we legit have a business that
You
was
have a business.
severely impacted by the pandemic. I remember Joshy was like,
If you gotta let me go.
hey, man, it's all right. And then he was like, okay, am I going to get paid regularly? And I was like, no, man, Patreon, because of Patreon, you good. He was like, really?
Listen, I was about to do this for free. God damn it. Dang it.
It was a great feeling. I ain't going to hold you. When you thought you was going to do this for free, and I was like, nah, intersectionality.
It was.
Shouts to Bex. She's out there.
Thank you, Becca.
My cousin is almost 10 years younger than me and 10 years older than me when it comes to certain subjects. She sat me down because listen, you don't want to ask the internet about stuff. Like, hey guys, what's intersectionality? You don't know this stupid misogynist pig. She sent me the research paper and I learned about it. And I was like, oh, Angel, we wasn't going to do no free stuff, not over here. But anyway, I absolutely, as a black woman, I'd be like, girl, I don't want you to go to jail. But on the internet, people be like, nah, you gonna suffer for your mistakes.
Yeah, no, if $5 is actually gonna help you from going to prison for doing something stupid, I would potentially have a heart. But at the same time, I'm the type that be like, whatever. Like, I don't like for people that I know that I haven't talked to in a while to just hit me up for money randomly. So it is strange that I would be more prone to someone who's like a perfect stranger like this. But somebody who knows me, who hasn't decided to like keep some form of communication going with me, I do kind of take it a little bit more personal. Like, you couldn't ask me how my kids was doing?
Absolutely. I get that. I want to ask you this. This happened to me all the time. Anytime something big happens career-wise, my check-in, people who ain't hit me up in a while, rate increases. And my people asking for something rate increases. So when I was on Good Morning America, that might have been that and the Will Smith show the amount of Kev, man, hitting no reason, bro. Ain't hitting you. Nothing happened recently that reminded me that I ain't talked to you. Just want to say, man, you, huh?
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
You, brother. You know, so anytime I drop some sort of news that's good, my check-ins are very high. Money asking. Some people are just like, man, I saw the thing. Congratulations. You know, I'm not saying that. It's the man, you know what? Congratulations, bro. If you could just wear my shirt.
It is
at this time.
very, you know, and I'm not trying to knock the hustle, right? Because the worst thing we could say is no and block you, right? That's the worst.
And block you.
And chances are I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to block you. I might be like, no, or I might not respond.
Right.
But I do feel as though people have the assumption. This is the thing. I don't like to be in anyone's pockets. I say that.
Yeah.
Like when I kid with you about y'all being like rich, even though I know I'm not far off, but I also am not trying to be.
You're not far off from us?
Yeah, I'm no. Not
From being
far
rich.
off from what I say when I call you all rich. I know that I'm not far off in my assessment. That I'm pretty spot on. But I also am
You
not,
don't know that.
right. But I also am not trying to be in anybody's pockets, regardless of what it appears on.
Because you also
the
don't know
outside.
people's
You don't know what their
bills.
financial responsibilities
maybe
are.
maybe I'm terrible with money.
You might be terrible with money. You might be supporting people that people don't even realize that you're supporting financially. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Listen,
This is the absolute truth.
I know.
There is.
I'm sure of it. I am.
You on your way too.
Listen, and I'm the wrong.
They gonna be
one.
working at Tanksley Corp.
So with that being said, though, when people hit me up for stuff, when I can and when the Lord moves me, I try to do what I can. But I also use discernment. So it's not just like, why you hit me up? It's sometimes like, no, should I really be doing this or no? And I know most people, I try to think the best of them, and I know they don't mean any disrespect.
My college friend, Lul.
What is it?
Lul. He's Ethiopian. Lul Mengesha Aforki.
You good with these names. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
Go
Lul
ahead.
like cool. He told me that his therapist said to him, and he's been trying to use it. How did he phrase it? I want to make sure I get it correct. Basically, deal with people as if they had the best of intentions.
Yeah.
Even if the way they say it or whatever, it doesn't come across that way, just deal with people as if they had the best of intentions. I don't always do that, but I try to. Because otherwise, listen, nobody wants to feel used. Right. Nobody wants to feel, and regardless of, it's not even money. People of different money or whatever. Nobody wants to feel like you only want to hit me when you need something.
Exactly.
And no other time. People want to be checked up on. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce check up on you. That Beyonce song?
Ooh, you looking like you like what you see.
Yeah.
Won't you come on and check up on
Is it Pink?
I'ma let you work up on it, baby. Check up on it, watch you wait. Check up on it, pip it, pop it, twerk it, stop it.
Check on me tonight. What's your least favorite Beyonce song?
To the left.
Really?
Can't stand it.
What? I really find that surprising.
I do not like that song.
What is it about it? Is it Neo's writing?
It's just very elementary to me. To the left, everything you own in the box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. If I bought it, please don't touch. Keep talking that mess, that's fine. But can you walk and talk at the same time, man? I'm not.
That is really interesting.
Yeah. It's not.
What about the bridge? Standing at the how I'm just a fool.
You got me twisted. What?
You can't know about
It's
me.
a very dated song too. The fact that he put "You got me twisted." You got me twisted. That's like that one song that somebody wrote about. Text me 134. What's that song? Somebody wrote a song about.
Soldier Boy?
Did he? No, I thought.
Oh, that's Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Kiss me through the phone.
Text me 134. Or is that? Oh, that's love.
143.
Yes.
I love you. 143.
Who sang that?
I don't remember.
Was it Music Soul Child?
No, that was not.
Somebody wrote that song.
You must not know about me.
What's
You
that
must
song?
not-
143.
You didn't like-
Excuse me, 143. Somebody wrote a
Bobby
song.
Brackens.
It
You
was
need
music.
911
It
and call
was
me.
music.
Oh, the song
I
I'm
don't
talking
like.
about is different.
There's another song too that
Okay.
has a song. It's talking about text me or tweet or page me or some mess like that. And I was like, you are going to make it so that this song doesn't have like the the same. It won't have that same type of feeling for generations to
Yeah.
come. And I don't like it. So Irreplaceable, yeah, no,
Really? Are there any other Beyonce songs that you just don't like?
that's the only one.
Any movies you don't like of hers?
Her acting in them.
There's a certain part of her, the worst, two of the worst things ever. Goldmember, I hated, but Obsessed, the fight scene with her and Ali Larter in Obsessed, I wanted the white woman to win.
Oh my God.
The Beyonce, like, come on and give it. I just listen to it.
Please.
It hurts my body.
Not bad.
The lines, oh God. Okay, I don't want to play the whole thing. Just a short. Just listen to it. White girl was tripping though, laying in the bed.
That fight scene is one of the worst fight scenes ever.
It is. It is. Oh, it's
I
the
know
worst.
how hard it must be to have someone fall out of
But I
love.
like that red wig on Beyonce.
Yeah, it was good. I hate Ali Larter though. She was mean to the black dude.
Completely delusional. Gonna have the cops deal with your crazy ass. Wait, it doesn't touch me.
Don't touch me.
We can talk. I told you, don't touch me.
You don't touch me.
Ah, it hurts me so bad. Okay, let me skip to the part that I really hate. Here it is. When the girl had the doggone stick, Beyonce like, come on, come on. Oh, they're upstairs. It hurts my. Idris Elba's just so stupid in this movie. Beyonce was also blissfully unaware of stuff.
Please wait for the beat.
Sharon, you there?
You just ain't had no facial hair. What's wrong with you?
Lisa? What are you doing? Sharon.
Headbutt was legit. She'll call you back.
Derek, I'm gonna call you back.
I'm gonna call you back.
Oh, it hurts.
I need to speak to Detective Reese right now, please.
Well, where's the part where like this is when she's talking to her in this part? I was just like,
Wipe the floor with your little skinny ass.
I'm gonna wipe the floor with your little skinny ass.
Screaming now, huh?
it seems like they recorded the grunts in ADR.
Yeah, you always do.
Didn't I tell you not to come to my house?
Come to my house.
Nobody touches me.
Like she about to say. Come to my house. Listen.
Okay, enough.
Let me tell you, this is the thing about y'all know I love Beyonce from top of her head, sole of her feet. The thing that makes Beyonce's acting not the level that I know she wants to get it to is her voice. Something about her, while she can connect emotion in the singing to her voice, when it comes to acting, it's like the emotion stops right before it gets to her throat.
Yeah.
And that is why in The Lion King, it was, difficult. She was like, Simba, this is your land now. And when the women were getting, lionesses get information. I was like, what is happening?
I refuse to watch
I
that
was
movie
like,
because
how did
of.
Houston
Because
make
of
it
Beyonce?
to Africa?
I would not. I didn't want to see the live action anyway.
Yeah.
But when I was like,
Simba, Mufasa, where he at? I think she said at some point in time in there. You can't do that. a second. An African princess lioness or queen lioness does not say 8 or Kate.
She from Houston now.
What you finna do, Simple? Don't you go over there in that Shadowlands. Don't you do it. It was definitely, and I was just like, who didn't get with my girl and help her just some?
You should have worked with her.
I would literally, I truly feel as though Beyonce would be able to kill it.
Oh, I think she would.
If somebody could just help deconstruct, literally in grad school, we spent a whole year deconstructing our breathing and our voice. And what that means is basically you're breaking down all the things you do so that you can do other things with your voice. So like by the end of my second year, I was able to see, it's hard to see what you, like somebody else might be able to do an impersonation of you.
Yeah.
But
I would love
it. But you can't do an impersonation of you.
No, I just be talking.
Right. And it's also hard to figure out what, like you keep hearing that I do like it.
Yes,
that,
like it.
Like I don't hear that I do that.
You and Marcus, like it. We sat there talking like it's like it.
I don't hear it, and when you do it,
Do
I'm
you
like,
think you say that? Like that?
I don't think I say anything.
Just say like that.
Like that.
No, that ain't what you do.
Yes, I do. I say
you
like
say like
that.
it.
I was sitting over there like that.
You don't. That sounds weird. Don't do that.
Like that.
Like that.
You sound like you had a monocle on.
sitting
Before
over
we
there
finish
like
this
that.
conversation, let's take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. I low key want to be so famous that I hear what an impersonation of me
And somebody
sounds like.
probably has a really good one of you already.
That'd be great.
But so
Oh wait, we're back from the show.
yeah. Thank you to the sponsor. So we had to work on being able. By the time I got to my second year, I was able to look at a video of myself from earlier in the year, see where I held tension in my face, see what my like isms are. Where prior to, if I were to watch a video of myself, I'd be like,
What are isms? What do you mean by that?
things that I do, like if I take quick breaths before I have to say certain things.
Oh,
if
when I was teaching acting, people don't realize when they're doing a serious scene, they almost all young untrained actors almost always take a big deep breath with their nose. This how you did me? Mm-hmm. Like nobody talks like that. Nobody says I'm about to say something serious, Josh. Mm-hmm. But when people are acting serious, they always do that.
like if I hold my tongue a certain way, that makes certain sounds come out differently than what everybody else does. That is something. It took years of them breaking down how we breathed, how we talked, in order for me to be able to see it on myself. Like I can see it on other people, but it's harder. Beyonce needs to be broken down because I don't think she hears herself the way everybody else hears her.
Yes. And
Ain't going the way I thought.
this
don't know
was
what I'm supposed to
an
do.
egregious sin. Carmen the Hip Opera.
That's my favorite. I was hoping you were probably gonna bring it up. My favorite.
Angel.
My favorite. It met every expectation I had.
They were excited because this was on Netflix. I was like,
Is it on Netflix?
it was.
Oh, it's gone.
I think y'all should go now.
Yeah, right, come on.
Come on. The song is where I went.
Really tripping.
It's not that deep. Let's go, Carmen. Hollywood.
Girl, sing the song.
Got it, girl. Got it. You need to reach.
Here it is.
You need to reach up
Yeah,
for them cards.
I don't even trip on those cards, yo.
Cards never lie, my last breath aside. And now I think about if it's my time to die. I don't know what I was thinking, steady wasting time with healing. I
Come
need
on.
to live my life because my time is unforgiving. I can't understand how my life changed around. Manifest my destiny as it
Oh,
Manifest my destiny.
the point of indecision. Believing in the cloud, you must respect every vision.
something like that.
That's how you double dutch. Just-
Everyday life is what you must fear divine. Intervention comes and snatch up all your dreams from behind. Love, you feel it and you got to let them know it. Love, your heart, that's the feeling that you go with. If you have a dream, you need to go and let them know it. Cause you could wake up in the morning and it could be over.
Oh man.
I don't want to go. This is the part.
Let me stay home. Let me dream. Let me see another
No.
I need to watch that. I need to watch
I can't take it no more.
That was everything. Carmen, the hip hopera.
Bruh.
That thing. Listen, that's a cult classic.
It's definitely a cult classic.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Why?
It's awful. Everything about it is awful.
It's awfully good. No. Yes, that's when I knew. I said she gonna be a star.
When you watch that,
Yeah. This woman's a star. She is a star. She's in this trash. She's giving it her all.
she was doing
No.
Speaking of artists, actually, interestingly enough, me and Josh watched the doggone Jake Paul fight a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Sweetie turned in a hot poop of a performance.
I was watching it. I watched her performance and I was like, oh.
But she was on the radio with Apple Beats Radio.
Laying low?
No, Eddie, your boy Eddie. She admits that she's in artist development boot camp to improve her skills.
We're like on workation because I still got work. I still got interviews. I'm actually in a boot camp right now, artist development. So
Wait. Are you boot camping? Like, are you in the boot camp? Or are you boot camping other people? How's this work?
no, I'm in the boot camp. They working me.
Word. Artists never talk about this, so let's go into this because now I'm interested. What takes place in this artist development boot camp? What happens?
Well, for me, I'm gonna focus on what I struggle with. I struggle with breathing control. I'm gonna work on my dance move, my details, all that good stuff. My just body, my stamina, my everything.
Oh, now I'm not gonna lie. Now I knew what I wanted to talk about, but now I'm kind of like, damn. Okay. Let's talk about the project.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
See, back in our day, Josh, you don't know about this. They would put you into this training prior
To putting you out there.
to putting you out.
Yeah.
So Minus Behavior, for example, this is Josh's day. This is one of his favorite R&B groups, Prodigy and Princeton and whatnot. Even Prodigy and them, they was in this man's garage training
I love it.
to be an artist. Includes, like, they used to jog. Beyonce talked about this before. Jogging
heels.
in heels, performing while running.
I love it.
That's why when Beyonce performs and dances crazy, it never sounds like she's out of breath.
Never.
Bruno Mars too. Like, his show is energetic.
Yeah.
He's
I
playing the
believe it.
guitar. They don't stop moving for basically an hour and a half. And Bruno don't leave. But they never sound like they're out of breath. A little bit help that they be having people sing, but
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? But you could still be sounding out of breath. So the A&Rs and the development training camp stuff, even if you watch Making the Bad, you see what would happen. But these people would be like training, interview, how to handle interviews. Today's music industry, you can pop by a TikTok.
Right. You
know
can
what
go
I'm saying?
viral from your living room.
You go viral. People invite you on these festivals. Josh told me these festivals pay bread.
Jeez.
But then they're not able to perform. Like, if you saw Sweetie versus Justin Bieber, you could see the difference between an artist who's been used to performing and somebody who's like, this is my first big show. City Girls, their BET performance, it was like, y'all not.
Was you talking about when old girl was still in prison and old girl was pregnant by herself, or another one?
I think that might have been it. Young Miami.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was pregnant. Now,
Was she pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, that was in the first episode. Beyonce was pregnant too.
And she killed because that's Beyonce.
But that's my point, though. But she also killed because she was in training.
Oh, yeah.
And I was very proud and happy to hear that Sweetie was like, okay, let me go and get better at my craft. Like, because, a lot of times I feel like whatever your craft is, work hard at it. Like, you're a good actress, not because you were just born good. You had talent to build with. That was your foundation. But you went and did the work to train your instrument.
I love it. I think the work is so fun. Some people don't like the work. But I love it. I love it. And I'm sure it's like frustrating. It kind of reminds me of it kind of reminds me of like preparing for musical theater. Like we have all these hours of rehearsal, all these hours to be able to get through a 2.5-hour show without losing our voice. I love it.
Lizzo was she, well, this is a minute ago, but she had showed her TikTok and she basically working out and singing and stuff. And she's like, bro, I go out there for 2 hours. You know who don't do that? Gospel artists.
No.
They could just be like, we finna worship. Y'all came here for a show. You're at the wrong place. And another thing I noticed, I've been to my fair share of gospel concerts, as you can imagine. Mm-hmm. They will literally hand the mic to a background singer.
Oh, yeah.
Let them lead a song,
yes.
and they will take a water break and just catch their breath.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yes. Give me some juice. Go.
I want more from my gospel artists.
They don't care. They're like, you heard them high notes I hit. You literally saw the Holy Spirit descend upon us. Now that's all you gonna get. Give me some time to recoup. Give me some time. Yeah, go ahead. I love when. Oh, I just booked something. I just don't know what it is. What did I book?
Look it up.
What did I book?
It's happening, guys. Your people just hit you?
Yes, they called me, but I
call them back.
Call them back. We can mute.
Oh, no. Is it? What is it?
What is it?
What did I book?
What did you book?
Angel, what is it?
Oh, well, come on. Okay.
Oh my God.
Clap it up for Angel. Angel. Lakita Moore-Tanksley, the actress and the booker, the walking superstar.
Angel Haddish.
Angel. Oh, that's why he was in that Vanity Fair article.
You're so silly.
Seen Stealing Angel, what they call you down to the Hollywood.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's great. My people are dope. Okay.
You are dope too.
Thank you.
We were there, Josh.
Oh,
remember?
my people, they were both. I was about to pick up. Man, my manager and my agent called me.
Do you know what you booked?
Yes.
You don't have to share, but
yeah, it's a guest star. It's not nothing like, oh my God, for the rest of my
don't you
life.
do that.
Don't minimize yourself.
It's
Don't
a
make it
guest
small.
star.
Don't you do that, Angel.
Don't make the role
Wait
small.
until I tell my mother. This is
Call Mama Dorothy.
This is I was about to tell y'all. Then I realized this is not a bonus episode. This is a regular one.
I can edit it.
No,
Just take this part out, Josh.
wanna
it's
mute
so
it?
funny. I'm playing the role. Yeah, edit it. I'll
mute?
let you
mute?
guys know,
Okay.
but don't put it. Do you mind not
Of
putting
course,
it in
of
the
course.
episode?
Better not.
I had
In fact,
to audition for the role of a character named Pastor Moore.
Perfect.
Yes.
Angel the pastor.
Angel Lakita Moore-Tanksley, the pastor.
Yeah, I booked it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a multicam show that I'm doing. Boom!
Banger.
Let me tell you about how good my God is.
Tell
We're gonna
how
keep this out.
good.
I
Keep
had
this
told-
out?
Yes, don't
Okay.
put this in. I had told my friend Kevin that I was pissed off. Right?
Tell them this, Angel.
I was pissed off because we are doing so much for the app. I'm about to go on tour with them. And then they were like, and then when you come back in town, we got to shoot more stuff for the app. And I was just like, my skin was burning because I was just like, that only leaves me a day to focus on anything that Angel wants to do outside the app because we have Here's the Thing on Tuesdays, right? And I was like, and then not only that, I get my health insurance, which is really good health insurance, through me being a working SAG actor.
That's SAG-AFTRA, and they're going to
SAG.
email you. Let me
Yes.
tell you what.
And you have to make a minimum in the year in order to qualify for insurance. And I don't know if I've hit that minimum in 2021. I've worked some, but I haven't worked that much. And so I was very frustrated, like, oh my God.
I told you I'm gonna put you in.
Yes, he's like, but you want me to take you out of stuff? And I'm like, it's not that. It's just me having to reframe how and when I do the stuff that I want to do outside of KOS. I love being a part of KOS. Kev knows that. I love being a part of everything. I have enjoyed every single minute that I have worked for you. So I don't want you to ever question that.
I had written you out, but you just went back in. You want to work in Hollywood, huh? Fine.
And so I had to reframe my thinking. And I said, well, wait a minute, Angel. You serve a God
Hey.
that if he wants to book you for something, He will get you booked in the time that you have to book it.
And he'll write you in the Lamb's Book of Life.
Yes, he will.
Eternally booked.
And
you want to book that one. You're gonna want to book that one first. Lock that one down for the eternity.
The eternal regular that I want. And I said, Lord, you know what? If you could book me in a movie or commercial or something so that we can go ahead and get this insurance minimum down, then I don't have to worry about it. Then whatever roles come that I can do, I can do.
And look what he did.
The
the desires of your heart. Somebody said, Kev, you need to let Angel work. What'd you tell me, Angel, when I said, I said, Angel, if you can't go on tour for a couple of times, that's fine. I'll find somebody else. What'd you tell me when I told you that?
I don't remember.
Mind my business.
Yes, I did say that. Now, see, this my people. Hold on one second.
Take the call. We're going to go to a quick break and hear from our sponsor for the last time.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I thought you were my manager. I was like, what's going on? I'm in the middle of shooting a podcast, but I picked up because I had just missed this phone call.
Mute it.
Can we call you back? I'm sorry we haven't touched base with you. Okay.
Yes, Ayana, I'm calling you out. Let me tell you how I am with, before we come back from the break. Let me tell you how I am with Angel. If Angel's free Monday through Friday, she's going to be booked with me Saturday through Saturday.
Come on, get it out.
If Angel booked Monday through Friday.
Don't cry now.
I'm sorry, free Monday through Friday, I'm going to book her Saturday through Sunday. With my friends, you're going to have to tell me no. Now, all I tell Angel, I'll offer you first right of refusal. On the tour, I said, Angel, you want to go on tour? If you said no, the next comedian was going to be it.
No, I know. Anybody would have jumped to. Anybody would have loved for me to have said no.
And if you booked something,
we're going to figure it out and I'll be on tour.
Do what you got to do and Miss Adair do.
No, we're going to figure it out and I'll still be on tour. Great. So glad we've come to that.
All right, we're back from the show. This is not in the docket. I just want to say this.
What is it?
This is happening in real time now, but by the time they watch this, it'll be sometime. Christians, I want to tell you something. I love you. Mm-hmm. I probably have already posted this. If you have Bible scriptures in your bio, go on and unfollow me now. Mm-hmm. Because I'm going to piss you off eventually. And I'm not saying Bible scriptures in your bio is wrong. I'm just saying, when people get pissed and unfollow me and I click their profile, the amount of them who are mad Christian-wise and have Bible scriptures in their bio, very high. Very high. Uh-huh. People associate me allowing people to cuss or saying nigga with not Christian-like qualities. I talked about this on Zooming with the homies last night as of when we filmed this, but this is airing much later. I really do get it. I truly do. And I'm not even being like sarcastic. 21-year-old Kevin would think 38-year-old Kevin is not saved.
Oh, yeah. Going to hell real quick. Handbasket.
He drank?
Yeah.
He drank? He didn't go to church because he had a comedy show?
Yeah.
Oh. Mind you, the Summer 99 Kev would still think this Kev's not saved.
The one up in...
While I was yet in fornication.
Up in the kitchen.
Okay, I fornicated. Right. But I didn't drink. I mean, this guy over here, he's sipping on scissor. Right. You want to go to hell? Go.
Sipping on some.
One thing I think is interesting about Christians, and I was this one too. And I'm so glad I'm free from this part.
Good.
So much of my Christianity identity for a large part of my life was making myself feel better than other Christians.
Come on.
I put my salvation, that's not with God, with what I thought I was better than other Christians at.
Come on.
Even if I was committing other sins. My at least game?
At least. Come on, unruly cousin. Yes.
At least I wasn't doing that.
At least.
Who among us ain't slipped in the cooch?
Right.
Now and then. But I mean, at least I'm at church.
Right.
At least I don't be lying. I lied too.
Oh, yeah.
At the moment, I'm telling the truth though.
Listen.
So I know the game. I lived it for many a year.
Come
and
on.
another thing is, so much of my Christianity for a large part of my life was based in what I thought other Christians would think about me if I did X, Y, and Z. And I was not living for God a lot. I was living to make other Christian people think I was saved, right? Once I let go of all that stuff and just said, man, for real, I'm gonna live a life that I know is glorifying to God.
Absolutely.
And if other people don't like that, that's fine. Because I truly do understand. I am annoyed when people announce they're unfollowing me. I'm not bothered by it.
Right.
I'm okay with you saying, you know what Kevin's doing, I don't like. And for my walk with Christ, I don't want. Please.
Yeah.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Go with God, Crispy. If you feel like I'm bringing you down, I know. I was you to me. But boy, I feel better.
And you should.
I have grown as a person, as a comic. And the thing that's funniest to me, Kev changed. No.
You're seeing more of me.
You really don't know that when I started comedy, I was worse. And I was a youth pastor. And because of how I did stand up, people I used to preach on second Sundays at my church. On the second Thursday, I would say, yo, I'm preaching Sunday. Pull up. People would come from the club, stand-up comedy club, and which turned into regular club, and they would come hear me preach. And I'd work my message into my comedy.
Yeah.
And people would be like, yo, Kevin's lit. I respect him. I came to hear him preach. Like, my pastor was like, low key, man, second Sundays is kind of popping. The teens would all come. They'd invite their friends because I would be very creative in my message, and I'd be like super passionate. I preached T-Pain. One of my first messages was T-Pain's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Buy you a drink?
Yeah, no, not that one.
No communion.
That was a good communion song, though, but I would have done that. But I preached
sure you
5 o'clock in the morning, tore the house down. I wish I had more YouTube stuff at the time. I was out here. You feel me? And that ain't nothing on my Bible studies. My best work is for them 8 to 12 teens because they knew I wasn't fake. Like I was really preaching Kendrick Lamar lyrics. And they were like, hold on, this I know.
I know these.
Why? How?
Kid walks in, all you hear is,
Yeah. Peer pressure.
My gosh.
Great song to teach from. And I taught a little bit here in California. You know, Warren tried to get me on to the kids, but I was on the road.
Yeah.
But the 2020, one of the biggest breakthroughs in therapy for me was allowing myself to let go of Christians having to like me because it was holding me captive. And it wasn't working no way. Right. I was still pissing people off every day. So I was just like, man, just be pissed.
It's a form, unfortunately, and I'm not saying this to try to put, I know people get mad when we be putting stuff on church. I too was church, so I'm not trying to say it is a them versus me or Kevin, but it is a form of manipulation that we tend to fall under in church of, like, we need to look and live a certain way in order to feel worthy of whatever position or office that we hold, or to even hold the title of Christian.
And you know what else, Angel? On top of that, let me tell you what it is. We be fake.
Because we want to be able to hold the office. We want to be able to look a certain way. A lot of times that's all we got. And we like, what you ain't gonna do is take away this thing I got because I'm doing such and such and all these other things behind closed doors. And you find out like, oh, so all of y'all are doing this? We all on this slippery slope? Ain't nobody made it to the mountaintop? Not now, none of us?
Well, and here's the other thing that I didn't know, and this is my family. I didn't learn really until I grew up, basically. We was all preaching, don't drink. People was drinking.
Everybody drinking.
My grandma broke my heart when I found a bottle of Seagram's Extra Dry Gin behind her TV.
You were like,
but she had 2 sets of kids.
She had to do something. She was like, I done prayed, now I'm about to drink too. We're going to hit it with both sides.
When my aunt, when I turned 19 and she had some Smirnoff Ices, I said, man, what are y'all doing? I thought we did the last ad early, Josh.
But if we didn't, we're about to do it right now.
No, I said it when Angel booked the thing.
Was that? That was number 2.
No, that was 3.
Did you break it then, though?
I said we're going to hear from our sponsors. But even if she didn't, we'll
just throw it in
the
there.
ad.
Okay.
You just splice it.
I would just did it because I gave it time after that for the sake of the buffer because that took like 3 or 4 minutes. And it's, that's why.
It'll be an early ad for sure.
Okay.
But you'll be fine.
Okay.
pastors, and I get why they have to, right?
yeah.
Because the body a lot of times won't allow the leadership to be the Christians they really are.
Right.
So it forces the leadership to act like a Christian that the body can take. But what ends up happening is people don't see, well, what is like real? The thing is, there's no one template. Just like you have 4 kids, I have 2. You cannot raise even your twins
Right.
the same. God has 1 billion children. The same rule can't apply evenly to every person across the board. So many of us want to be told this is wrong or this is right. We don't be wanting to find your own path.
That's very non-Christian. The find your own path is way more like Judaism than it is Christianity. We are a very black and white religion, and there are other religions that are more gray. I would say even in the religion of Islam, they are even more black and white about like you do this thing at this time. In order to be seen, you know,
They stay prayed up.
Yeah. So it is a very different concept for us to have this thing of, I am not going to give you the complete instructions of how to live your day-to-day life. I was very much so probably one of the most judgmental Christians you could ever. Oh, I was so judgmental.
I was following in the footsteps laid before me, but I was Big J.
Oh, and because I had the, like you said, the at least, and for a while there, besides pride and ego, I was literally trying to live to the letter of the law. Like, I'm telling you, I was the Christian that was fasting, and I wouldn't sit in the cafeteria. I'd read my Bible in a classroom. I was that girl. You know
Big saved.
a big. To the point that I was people's barometer. If Angel is doing it, then it must be okay.
And then you was twerking later.
Again, I was like, that is okay. There is nothing. David danced.
He did.
David
Could have been
danced.
twerking. He could have been throwing that thing in a circle.
I was like, I ain't throwing this on no D, so like I don't understand what the problem is, right?
Throwing it on the devil. I'm throwing it on Deuteronomy. You feel me?
You feel me? But and I don't even know if it was my walk that made me stop being that way. It wasn't like, oh, well, if I'm going to do these things, I can't judge other people. I just realized that's not what it's about.
I remember when I shot Crafts and Cocktails, which is a show where you have a heavily poured drink by Angel. She has a heavy.
Aside from the drinks before.
Aside from that,
splash.
it's a splash of gasoline. Okay.
Just like
The
that much.
3 to 4 ounces suggested, not strictly adhered to.
Oh no.
And my team, somebody on my team was like, you can't be in that. What were the Saints? The Saints gonna think whatever they think. But what they gonna know is this is the truth. And my thing now, and this is just the way it's gotta be for my mind, my mental health, I'm gonna be authentic. And I'm authentically me. Maybe 3 years from now, I won't do what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
10 years from now, maybe not. But for right now, you can like me or not, but it'll be for who I am, because the moments of trying to be all the stuff for everybody and everybody's changing and all this. The funniest thing ever, right? Perfect example of this, and then we can move off this point. Van Lady, who rebuked me.
Yes, what happened to her?
Couple months after that video, she walked away from Christianity as a whole.
Of course.
She said, I don't even believe in this anymore. It all don't make no sense. I can't believe I was so serious about this. God's not real. And I said,
of course.
You doggone raked me over the coals. That video didn't affect me at all. I just thought it was really interesting that she was that
wasn't
upset.
mentally well. So that's the reason why I was like, her stance on your Christianity or Christianity in general is not one based on a sane mind.
Right.
It's so like Christianity isn't the thing that she's tethered to. She's just tethered to very crazy concepts. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh, while the video made me chuckle a little bit, I was like, oh, I'm watching someone whose mental health is in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So I'm not surprised that she's jumped to something else that she's like, away with that.
Yeah.
She might be a Wiccan right now. No telling.
One of my bosses was a Wiccan.
D&D, and that might be her religion.
One of my bosses was a Wiccan, and she was super cool. I was like, but you're a witch, though.
Listen, they
Agatha.
I haven't studied that, but I have met people who have studied it, and they're like, it is a very like interesting belief system.
The Wiccans?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do
out
none
here.
of that Wiccan.
be out
Matter of fact, I
here.
might not even should have watched Agatha all along because it was Jesus all along.
It was-
Hey! Agatha didn't know me before I was formed. She didn't form me in the womb.
No, she
it was Jesus all along. And I don't know about WandaVision, but I know the Bible says write the vision.
Hey, make it plain.
that
Habakkuk 2:2.
they might run and not faint. Come on, know the vision.
Know it.
If only for a while,
Hey.
that it'll do just what it said.
Hey.
I don't need no scarlet witch because Jesus' blood was crimson and his blood washed me white as snow.
White as snow.
I don't need no wonder because Jesus wandered in the woods
Yes,
for
it is.
40 days
40
and
days.
40 nights.
40 nights.
He was tempted, but he did not fall.
No, he didn't.
I don't need no avenger.
Yeah.
Jesus is my avenger.
Yes, he
And I
is.
marvel at the Son of God.
Oh yes, that was a good one. That Marvel at the Son of
Marvel at the Son
Yes,
of God.
Sir, that was a good one. I was like, it
Yeah.
caught me off guard. I was like, what?
Woo!
That was great. Good times.
Let's finish with this. Very, very funny story. It's so old.
What?
He ain't even in the league no more. Andrei Kirilenko's wife gave him, this is way down, Angel.
Okay.
This is very old. He ain't in the league no more. She allows him one night a year to cheat. Because he's a professional athlete at the time of this writing. Because he's a professional athlete, he got urges, he got needs. My question to you.
Joe, why'd you look at me like I had something to do with
You
it?
did something.
You didn't put that in the docket? You want me to kill Marcus?
I did not put that in the document.
Sorry, if you give a man one night a year to cheat, that means you gave him 365 days a year to cheat. How does that? Just this one day, you gotta be. You don't have to be loyal.
Scratch that itch. you know?
Yeah, it's just this one day. Like he gonna really be like, when is May 5th getting here?
Cinco de Mayo.
What is it?
This is 5 years old. It's just very funny to me. I thought about Melissa
Yeah, please, let's go. Where?
giving me this option. And then had I even entertained, not the actual act.
Right.
If she laid this out and said, hey, you know what, Kev, you on the road a lot. You know, I'm going to give you one night. Okay.
It's a setup.
I'm going to give you one night. Any woman you want. Like the purge.
Like the
Okay?
purge.
You got 6 a.m.
You hear the
to
horns.
6 a.m. On February 33rd. Have the sex. There is no way on earth I would ever even entertain the thought of accepting the thought of the idea.
You'd be like, so I'm gonna have sex with influencer Melissa on that day.
I have sex with Missy.
Any
Any one of your
one of your personifications.
Miss
that you wanna
Kev on
do.
stage.
Yeah, any of them.
Missy, Mercedes,
Yeah.
anything you call yourself. Because there's no way with my wife. Hey, man, I don't know many wives well, but I know my wife.
Yeah.
There's no way I come in the house the next day after cheat day.
Right. You just
Love should have brought you home last night.
Right.
Even though in this story and in our hypothetical, it was her idea.
I don't know what
Let
happened.
me share with you something funny. I'm glad. I was supposed to make a video about this. Let me tell you women's mind. Okay? Let me tell you, and this is my sister-in-law. I love her.
Because she's the best.
She's the best.
Hey, Mel.
This is her tweet. Yesterday, I told Greg to help me remember and stay dedicated to getting on the treadmill at least once a day. Today, Greg at 9 a.m. Mel, you getting on the treadmill? Greg at 12. You walking today? Greg at 3. You walking today at some point? Mel at 3:01. Don't ask me about the treadmill anymore.
Exactly.
I called her. I said,
Exactly.
how you get mad at the man for doing what you asked him to do.
doing too much.
You know what her answer was?
What?
He did it wrong.
Yeah. You got to do it right. You got to do it. If you pay somebody to paint your house, you ain't going to be happy if there's paint on the floor. You ain't going to be happy if there's paint everywhere. You got to paint right.
She did not give him what was
And
right.
he should have asked for the instructions.
Oh my God.
It's that simple.
So I called her, Angel.
You
I said, what? How you mad at him for doing what he did? What you asked. He said he did it wrong. In my mind, when I said this to him, I meant I'm walking in the evening when I feel like it. When I'm going to the treadmill and getting on, you be like, all right.
Encourage me when I do it. Don't try to make me feel bad that I haven't. I don't understand how he didn't get it. I understood when she said it.
Oh my God.
It's all about, if you don't know how to do it, ask. If you don't have the manual, you ask. It's that simple. You don't go to put together a piece of machinery and not know how to do it and just expect for it to work right. You look for the manual, but I guess with your ego, you would just be like, I'll do it right.
This is our plight, Joshua. You want to get married to a black woman? Huh? You want your Chloe?
We are a complicated piece of machinery. You don't know how to operate us. Ask for the manual.
But let me tell you what's wrong with asking. He could have asked her how to do it, did exactly what she asked, and still been wrong.
He was reading the Mandarin, and he don't know how to translate Mandarin like that. You know
Like
how to
it?
like
That was it.
like that. You know how it be coming in different languages. You gotta make sure you're in the right language.
Well, a lot of it is, this part I do understand.
What's it?
My desire to eat healthy when I'm not hungry, very high. Tomorrow, I'm going to get up at 3 a.m. because I got a flight. Get up at 3 a.m. When 3 a.m. come, I be mad at myself. Why would you set this stupid alarm? Your dumb self.
Right.
Okay, now you got a kale smoothie in the fridge. When I go to eat, whoa!
Pour this out.
Whose idea is this? Chick-fil-A, I need it now. I'm talking about the multi-grain bagel on a biscuit.
On a biscuit.
Wrap the bagel.
Wrap the bagel in a biscuit. I want double bread. And in between that bagel and bread, put another piece of chicken on it. I want a triple. So I get that. But that's me to me. Y'all be us to me. And let me tell you what other thing is impossible.
Impossible. What?
Let's say your spouse, you got a little spicy sex after a couple of drinks. Let me tell you what I've learned in my life.
What?
The tipsy that she feels at the table, the way she looks at you, ooh. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a bed at the restaurant,
Exactly.
it ain't never gonna happen.
No, all that stuff that she might have said with her eyes that might be happening. Oh, the nastiness of the nasty. Whatever you want to do. So sorry. That car ride home, it got left. It got left
Angel.
at the restaurant. It got left at the restaurant.
That car ride home, the other part of her be like, you are though tired.
Yes, listen.
Tired more than what you said. Because I mean, you had 3 Blackberry Smashes when you said that.
Exactly.
But then, since then, the bill came. You had some water.
much.
The wind blew on the Uber ride home. Now I'm just tired. And the thing that's funny, at the moment it is said, or the eye is twinkled, she means it.
100%. Put it wherever. I'm ready.
Not put it wherever.
Wherever.
And meaning it.
Yeah.
By the time you get home, you live around. If the restaurant's downstairs of your house, you take one elevator down. What? I said what?
The bed needs to, the table needs to transform into a bed. Needs to happen. Then go back into having dinner. But like that, yes, there's so many.
Now I just be like, girl, hush. Don't just hush.
No,
Don't even
you
say.
need to still play into it, knowing
For
that it's
what?
not going to happen.
For what?
Because it's fun in the moment to talk about.
Nah, it ain't fun in the moment. Because nothing sobers me up. Like, wait, do you mean? Don't say that because that's you. Do you mean it?
No, you got to play the whole game. Whole game. You can't. You're being a sore loser. You got to play.
I'm a sore loser.
Got to play the whole game. Oh yeah, no, that is a definite. Marcus knows there is a quick drop off in energy that happens in my day, and if it's too long, but also don't interrupt me in the middle of doing something as well, because that then frustrates me and it's inconsiderate.
This is why she offered him that cheat today. Like, you know what? I'm crazy. 365. I'm gonna give you one that you could do what you want to do because I know I'm great. Takara's set on keep your distance about dealing with women because she's dealing with her teenage daughter. It was so good to see. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't make it through the whole show.
Let me just. I'm not gonna tell the joke. I'm gonna just tell the woman part. She got 3 kids: older son, middle teen, baby girl, like 7.
Yeah.
She's going out to a show. She has to feed them because she's gonna be gone all night. You know the life. Baby says, "Oh, mac and cheese." Son says, 20-piece nugget, whatever. Teen says, "I'm not hungry." Okay, yes, you're not hungry now, but you'll be hungry later. No. Okay, I'm just gonna order you some food because I know you're gonna be hungry. I'm not hungry now, and I won't be hungry then. Okay, this is the last time I'm saying this. It's 5. I won't be home till 11. I got a couple shows tonight. There's no food here. I'm ordering your brother and sister food. Let me order it for you. No, let me be my own woman. I don't want you. Stop treating me like a kid. Okay, fine. Lo and behold, food comes. Hour 15 later, daughter calls her. You really didn't get me any food? Every man in the audience was like, yes.
It's not that bad.
It is that bad.
It's not. It's not that bad. It's not, Kevin. You're just making. It's not like that. Okay? It's not like
Don't
that.
do it. That is worse than like it. Don't. Now you're thinking about it.
No, I'm not. This is how I talk.
You're talking like that girl from The Bachelor.
This. And I talk like that. It's not. It's not.
Like this and like that, and
I like this and like that.
The crazy thing is, men and women be knowing each other is ridiculous because I'm ridiculous in my own.
I was gonna say men are stupid, so I don't even know why you over here trying to play us like we are just crazy. Yes, stupid is what I say. Stupid.
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 All I said is y'all are hard to read and engage.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Because y'all will do some stuff and be like, now see, in the moment, I didn't realize how offensive and how that would hurt your feelings.
Have you heard my stupidest thing I ever said? Because I'm trying to defend your point, and I made it.
Now, is it the one where you were looking out the window and you said, I could cheat at any time? Only men would say that. A woman already knows she could cheat at any time. She already knows it.
Don't you dare say that. You think Melissa thought about it? Grogu, tell me it's not true.
We know it, but we ain't going to say it. We gonna be, oh, okay, you want to keep acting stupid? Oh, it's fine. Already then made the D appointment, okay? We done made the appointment.
I can't even hypothetically deal with this.
I know you can. Your heart is hurting. Y'all, Kev said, me and Marcus, we have a very dark sense of humor. We're very rude to each other, but we love each other intensely. But that's how our relationship started, was through our rude humor. So it's just traveled on in our relationship. So me and Marcus can joke about stuff like, he'll be like, I'll get some flat booty white girls, you blah, 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 or end up with old girl, blah, blah, same thing. I'll be like, I'll have one of these young boys whose back don't be, just don't be slipping. We say that we can say this stuff and it not like sting because we've been acting this way for a long time. Kev looked at us. He said, how come y'all can joke like that? But I cannot. Melissa was like, because that's their relationship. She was like, don't get confused.
Don't play with me is what. Not funny.
No,
I don't like laughs.
No ha 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 for me. No ha ha ha. But men be dumb. Marcus be doing stuff that I told y'all that story. I'm not gonna tell on here. That and y'all were like, wait a minute, that happened? I was like, did it? Did it happen?
I have my share of stories too. And I just be like, why y'all deal with us here? Yeah, I understand why women be like, man, women. Because you have us.
You have us.
By the way, totally random.
What?
This happened a couple months ago in the time you're watching. This is a Tenet episode. We're shooting this early because I'm out of town.
He's traveling.
Angel might be out of town too.
I'll be out of town when you're out of town.
Perfect.
Because that's how
Josh is out of town.
Definitely out of town.
There was a Twitter thread that went viral. Bex, did you see this? Probably. These girls in London were talking about how nasty men were. Went to suck peens, tasted piss. Still sucked peens.
That's what the girls did?
Yes. So they were trying to be like, look how nasty these men are. I was sucking peen. And and then he turned over, and the butt smell from the sheets. She didn't stop. She was like, now most of them were like, we broke up after that. I didn't call him back. But most of the time they were like, look how dirty they were. And then people were like, but also
you kept on.
You did the sex. You put your mouth on penis. But let me tell you what. If you want your peen licked, you got to wash the whole. Because your butt gonna smell like a butt.
Look, Becca's like, let's really talk about it. Jergens is not tasty. Okay?
Who wants Jergens?
It's not tasty.
These men.
It has a cherry scent.
Hilarious.
You know, I feel like men are only as filthy, and this is not to put it on women, but men be only as filthy as women let them be. Because soon as a woman is just like, I am so turned off by this thing that you're doing, somehow the behavior can be modified.
Absolutely.
Overnight.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh,
It's an overnight success.
I found it, Angel.
What?
Let me find. Hold on. There's some dark stuff down here.
Dark stuff.
It's a dark place.
TikTok is darker.
It is. Oh, it was a massage. Was giving him a massage before intimacy. He flipped on his stomach. The worst smell I've ever smelled in my life was emanating from his behind. It's crazy how straight men refuse to wipe their butt. Here's one. Hold on.
Just smelling like, during the massage? That's even women. Was the massage supposed to be leading into sex?
Yeah, it was pre-sex
Okay.
massage. You know how we do.
Okay. I was making
Your
sure.
shoulders are good. The butt, though. yeah, shoulder, blah, blah. My ex had a revolting oral hygiene. I didn't notice it at first because he made an effort to brush his teeth. He would make an effort to brush his teeth or gum during the initial stage, but eventually his breath would be so bad it would make me gag next to him in bed. I'd be sat next to him in bed, minding my own business, and the smell he was breathing into the atmosphere would make me feel ill. He also smelled heavily of BO.
Oh, no, can't do it.
Build up down there, so I know he wasn't washing himself thoroughly. He showed his true colors as being unemployed, homeless, and a cheat. He cheated with all this.
Oh, she just had, bless her heart, low. She had low standards, bless her heart. That's all that is.
And on top of everything, some men have a sexy natural scent. He absolutely did not.
Now she just being petty. She's like, I can't. He's terrible.
Okay, hold on. This one, Angel, listen to this.
Please, go ahead.
I'd been seeing my man for about 4 months, and I got over to his to spend a couple of days. When I first got there, I saw he'd run out of toothpaste, hand soap, and shower gel, so I bought all those things from the corner shop. He didn't say anything, and for being there after 3 days, I noticed this guy hadn't showered.
Oh, no? Nope.
I'm not being funny. He smelled so bad, I literally had to hold my breath around him. I wasn't even trying to be polite. I kept asking him when he was going to shower, and he just kept saying, soon.
Nope. Leaving.
She stayed for 3 days.
Leaving. I don't care. I don't care what type of head he can give. I don't care what type of D-down gifts, whatever. I can't do poor hygiene.
Listen to this one then, Angel. Talking to this guy for a bit, he invited me to his home. I didn't like how this man dressed, his hair, or the high level of plaque on his teeth.
Ow!
But he was a nice guy, so I was willing to look over these things. We went and met to Sainsbury's because he was getting to cook for me, and just the strong smell of wet dog in the air. And I wondered where it was coming from. I realized he was the wet dog. So we went back to his place, and despite the way my nose was being offended, we did knock boots. It was disgusting. His saliva was thick. So kissing him was gross. And please tell me why I start sucking his peen, I'm tasting piss. It's actually a piss taste, because when I'm going to be intimate with him, well, when I'm going to be intimate, I shave, exfoliate, and moisturize 3 times, but my man couldn't even take a quick shower or wash under his hood. Needless to say, this is the last experience. Okay, here we go. My ex got his own place about 6 months into our relationship, and he was not house proud at all, to the point where I couldn't go around and cook. I'd end up cleaning the kitchen with several days of backlog while he sat on his behind. I used to have to tell him to wash his bed sheet because he'd leave them on till they literally smelled like beef hula hoops.
Ew.
One time I stayed around and he ran out of hand wash, so I used a bit of a shower gel, went out and asked him why he ran out. He said a few days ago. So I asked what he's been washing his hands with. He looked around and said, hot water.
My pledge to the world is that no one will be able to write tweets about my children this way. My pledge to the world. Now, my twins, they're disgusting currently. but not for much longer
Woo!
because we can't stand it.
Kids don't be knowing they musty. You gotta help them identify that.
I used to walk into their room when the 3 older kids shared a room, and the older would meet me before I opened the door. I'd be like, God dang! Especially with dealing with one who keeps having accidents in the bed, and I was like, how is this not pissing you off? You should wake up angry at the world. No, Marcus is he's anal about his hygiene, and he doesn't actually have a like a body odor. Like he's one of those people who can sweat in it. Like some people, they do have a stronger just body odor in general, so they have to be a little more diligent about, their whatever they use for their armpits and their body. He doesn't have a strong odor, and even if he did, his showers are ridiculously long. They're like 20-minute showers.
Wow.
It's forever. So I'm like, I can't. And then he's brushed his teeth. He brushes his teeth so aggressively. I'm pretty sure he's pushing his gums back. Pretty certain. So I just can't even. His fingernails are never dirty. I could not imagine being with someone with bad hygiene.
Then you couldn't be with this guy, Angel.
No, Kevin.
Last one, Angel.
So nasty.
I went on a date with this guy. We went bowling and into dinner. We were wearing masks most of the time, so I thought it was all good. He lives an hour from me, so I told him he could stay the night at mine. When we got to my apartment, I took off my mask. I noticed a scent. I thought maybe his feet were damp. He came close to me. I swear the smell nearly burnt my nostrils. I tried to manage it. He now started scratching his balls. His whole body was smelling, even his mouth. In over 30 minutes, he went pee 5 or 6 times. He asked me if he could kiss me, and it came so close that my eyes watered. Even when he left in the morning, because,
They did it.
he left the stench in my bed.
No.
This was a 28-year-old man.
No. You know what? Listen.
I won't. There's more, but I'll leave
Don't
it
you
at
give
that.
me no more. Listen, it's not too late, gentlemen. It's not too late. And women, because there are some women out here with ripe twats, and it is not what the Lord wants. They ripe underneath their titties, because you sweat underneath there, and them things start to talk a little talk. Armpits, you might have, because of your diet, when you sweat, you might stink. It is not too late to make upping your hygiene as a goal in the year. And it does not require a lot of money. You don't need luxury soaps and lotions.
You don't, Angel.
There are all these deodorant brands, and if you don't want the aluminum, you can go to Tom's. There's a lot. You might just have to apply throughout the day.
Friend of the pod?
Native, yes. You might just have to apply. You can even make some out of lemon juice that'll help to take the odor up out of your armpits. But truly, do a self check-in. If you are noticing that more smells are coming out of you than a kitchen, that you might want to look at what you're eating and what you're using on your body, because you don't want to be the joke, the punchline at the end of a tweet. No. You don't want to be talked about on stage by a comedian.
You don't.
Okay?
You don't want to be mustard for your own self.
You don't want to throw off the pH.
You don't want to throw off that pH.
You got to take care of yourself, because then people will take a better treatment of you, because they'll be like, they really... This person really takes care of themselves.
You ain't lying, Angel.
You can't. Oh my God. Play Pits, that somebody said is a Black-owned deodorant. There's a lot of things you can do, because you just don't.
You don't want to be out here that bad.
You don't want to be out, and you're going to meet that woman that's going to make you feel bad. That's not going to do it in a tweet. She's going to do it in the moment.
Hey, Musty Mary.
Hey, I liked you, but now I can't, because this will always be in my head. The fact that you smell like an Italian restaurant.
Hilarious.
Because listen, Italian food smells great when you know Italian food is right there. Yeah. Soul food smells great when soul food is there. But if you don't know greens are there,
that's a heavy vinegar smell.
You smell the it smells like boo boo. Broccoli smells like somebody took a crap. You don't want that.
Broccoli do stink.
It stinks. It's fine when it's there in front of you and you see what it is, but when it's not in front of you and you don't know what's happening.
You're right, Angel.
You don't want that for yourself. I don't want that for anybody. That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. She ought to be ashamed of herself. All of them.
You stupid. Go ahead.
God bless y'all. We love y'all. That's enough for today. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Patreon, we love you guys. See you tonight if you're pulling up. If not, we'll see you. I don't even know when we're shooting the next thing. We'll see you next week sometime.
Bye.
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 Okay, let's find these ads so we can.